was a friend. Who knows how? Who knows when? As the killer arrives with 2 dimes and a 10. Everything to hide. He's on the road again. On the road again. Tell us where you've been. He replies, I only tell my friends. Tell us where you've been. East and west and when. Tell us where you've been. Stop trying to pretend. Oh. Ooh. Oh, man. We changed our name, y'all. Soundbites TV. Sounds a lot better. It is what it sounds like. You know, it sounds like what it is. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy middle of the week, at least over here on the West Coast. On the West Coast, California. Ventura, California, y'all. What's up? Anybody who's local nearby, hello. How you doing? I don't know. Are there a lot? There's like a couple streamers in this area, I've heard. I don't know their names. I got to do more research, but I've heard there's a couple streamers that live near me, and that'd be cool to collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're like musicians. I don't know what kind of streamers would they be, but that would be kind of cool. Yo, who's that? It's Core. Welcome in, Core. I don't have my phone with me. Let me grab my phone. I gotta go back in the cabin. I'm going back in the cabin. I'm in the cabin. All right. Let's just let's go with the Twitch. The Twitch. Oh, an update? Not right. I guess so. We'll do it. We'll update real quick. Why not? Takes only like. That's it. Rest of it. Okay. You're taking. Okay. Whew. Almost took too long. So, welcome in, everybody. How are y'all doing? How's everybody's day? What's up, Core? Welcome in, Core. Let me get to the chat. Hey, what's up, Black? How you doing? The fuck is this? I'm in the fucking Redwoods. I'm in the fucking Redwoods. Land of the Burl. Land of Burl Audio. It's where Burl Audio was created, literally in the Redwoods of Santa Cruz. Just studying some music stuff and getting... Oh, are you sick? Or wait. Are you getting better at music, or are you sick and like studying? I think I'd take it as the former rather than the latter. Studying music stuff, like theory and stuff, I need to get on that. I've been practicing a little bit of drums lately, actually. Just a little bit of drums lately. I've been getting that hi-hat rebound thing kind of a lot better. Not down yet. I don't have it. You know what I'm talking about? When you bounce off the hi-hat, you're like... That really funky way. Like, you could hit it like a robot. Like, there's a couple songs. Like, I was listening to the Eagles on the way this morning. When I was driving this morning, I was listening to the Eagles. Or suddenly they came on or something. I don't know. And the song, it was like New Kid in Town was playing. And I was like, oh shit, the drums aren't like... It's not like a rebound. It's more of like a robotic... So I guess like that's easy for me to do, and yeah, it's probably more tiresome on the arm, but it gives it more swing when you're doing that rebound thing. So I've been getting the rebound thing finally just started happening naturally, and that's funny because like a friend told me this. He said he's a drummer. I was like, dude, how do you do that thing, man? He's like, honestly, all you got to do is just keep playing, and it'll just come. It'll just happen. And it did. You got into new genres? Oh, by the way, God, why am I forgetting? We finally did it. We, meaning me, released a song. It's going to be out next Friday on all platforms. Run. I was thinking about releasing it in two parts, but I was like a little worried Spotify would be like, nope. You know what I mean? Like, remember I told you guys a little while ago, I probably repeatedly said this, but like we're gonna do this still, but it's gonna be literally what we're gonna do is we'll create a 30-second song, like literally 30 seconds. And put it on a Spotify playlist. I want to make a bunch of 30-second like pieces to put on Spotify. And I was gonna do it with this song, Run, because the intro is like a song in and of itself. It's like, it's got some gospel kind of vibes, and it just got some like really neat fucking vibes that can exist without the song. And I was like, oh, it's 30 seconds long. So I was like, let's release this and then release the song with that intro. I was like, I don't know, Spotify might fucking, like find that not appropriate. They can do it to us, but we can't try to game them. But they can take all of our creative fucking input, all of our time that we've put into a song, and pay us zero, literally less than $1 per song. Come on. It's so funny how they go after people that are trying to game the system. Morning rant. That's one of them. I was debating this morning on being jabated. I was debating on being jabated. See, like, I know this is a music stream. Look at my cup. It's green. So guess what? That's kind of cool. I'm drinking out of the air. This is a coffee mug that I made out of thin air. Boom, quantum coffee cup. That's pretty awesome. but it's not even green. It is turquoise. What's their problem? I guess chroma key just does not see green for green. Bro is hiding and holding the background. Isn't that hilarious? Cali Woodlands, yes. Up north. The Santa Cruz Mountains. You know, like Santa Cruz, California, where Burl Audio was born. Where Burl Audio was born. I say this with a lot of... I have so much respect for that company because they changed my life. Yes, it costs a lot of money, but like many of you who are looking into buying like outboard gear, like compressors and like and EQs and delays, in my opinion, I would rather do that work in the box and have really good converters. You know what I mean? It's better for me, like, to have the best converters and then use the emulation, which when you have really good converters and there's only one company who makes them, then all your plugins in the box sound that much better even. That you can push them, you know? So like, yeah, I see a lot of artists like thinking about, like, even when I went to NAMM, for example, I went to NAMM a few times, and I saw a bunch of artists, like, you know, carrying gear like compressors, 1176 clones. I think Warm Audio was there, and all these clones that they thought they were getting really good deals on. I was like, dude, but what kind of converters are you using? You know, like, and everybody's sold on outboard, but it really is about preamps and converters. And that the company out here in the Redwoods, Burl Audio, nailed it. It's such a simple technology too, that a lot of companies can literally do what Burl did. It's really not a hard idea. Like, it's Class A circuitry, it's discrete, it's hot, it's a power, it's a definitely not, I want to say, power efficient. I think they're coming out with a new product, by the way. I think it's called Black. We got to look this up today. We're going to go look it up. We're going to go look up Burl's new upcoming product, because I am excited to see what they got. And I don't know if I, at the moment, can't afford anything right now, Burl related, but we will make sure this one day, this 16 input, 16 output converter rack in this mothership that I have over here is going to be filled up to 32 outputs, 24 inputs, and then obviously the end game for this studio will be a Neve 5088 console. Yes, that is my goal. I'm not joking. And if I want something, you better fucking believe I'm gonna find a way to get it. You know? People told me, like, you're crazy, how are you gonna get this shit? Oh, a little bit of fucking debt, that's all. Just a little debt. Let's go. 808, welcome in. Patty Malarkey. Want the short or long version? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. How you doing? Somebody's having a day? Are you having a day? Short or long version? You know what's funny is I was about to this morning, I was like so ranty. And I'll just let it out real quick. I was ranty about religion. Very ranty about it. And I was just like, should I have a stream? There is a no God stream, prove me wrong. Like, change my mind. There is no God, change my mind. And I was like, no, I probably won't do that stream today. But I was planning on it. I was planning on it. It was just like morning rants. They got to come out. They're so fun to talk about sometimes, especially the substance, the material. It's really, really. I know people are gonna be like, what? We didn't come here for this. We came here, hey, just chatting. That's why I changed it to just chatting. Let's catch up on 808s. You're at the doctor's? Oh, need the skinny, the short. A little bit of thievery, not too much. Hey, mate. Okay, sorry, I'm catching up and it's not really conducive to conversation. You should make a skip queue option for 50 to 100K. Oh, you're right. I need to do a lot of that. Keep reminding me, or you can, I should make a channel in the Discord for like any suggestions for the stream. That's a great idea, by the way, Core. I like bringing that to light. I need to do that. I need to make some suggestions. I need a suggestions box, I can create that right now. I'll do that. But, oh, just to check up with your psychiatrist. I'm climbing out is the short. Oh, shit. Climbing out. Feedback. Steven Crowder meme edition. There's a lot of memes I try to produce in my just everyday. Even when, like, say I'm on the beach, right? And those new tents they make? Every new tent for camping, even the half domes, they're so easy to like open. Like the poles, everything's already attached, and there's a mechanism that you click or you push down, and everything just kind of sprawls out, and then it locks in, and it's like it takes like 30 seconds. And then you see like people on the beach with the old tents, like with the long old tent, like those old tent poles that you have to like, they come like, you have to like put them together, and they're attached by a rope, and they insert into one another, and they're like very, very pliable. They're flexible as hell. And you see people I've seen like a couple people like on the beach, like with those. And I'm like, oh my God, this person's a meme. Like I even tell my wife, I was like, honey, don't be a meme. Don't do anything that can make you a meme. Like out in public, like, you just do something in public, like putting together a tent simply. Like, oh, I'm like, honey, you're a meme right now. We're memes. We got to be careful. So we got to put this tent up with absolute charisma. Like we're fucking pros. So those new tents, man, they make you look so good. The old tents, oh God, you're a meme. You're spending like 30 minutes putting that thing together. You need a partner. You guys are arguing with each other. That's what we see, at least. I got it, honey. No, I got it. No, put it through this hole. Put it through this hole. It's like, wow. And we're over here. We just put it together in like a snap of a finger, and we're like, oh God, they're going to get a divorce. I can see it now happening in 2 years. They better get themselves a new tent, or else divorce will follow. I don't know where that went, but that's where that went. That's where that went. Enjoy your coffee, brother. I'm off for an appointment, and here's a gift. Aww. Thanks for the love, Patty. Yo. And psychiatrists, man, I've had field days with psychiatrists. As a veteran coming home back in the days, I went to psychiatrists at the VA, and they sucked. All of them. I'll give you their names, because now they're misdiagnosed the fuck out of many veterans, right? And now they're out and they have their own fucking practices. Fucking annoys me. I'm like, dude, this guy's out there. I was like, fuck that guy. He misdiagnosed so many vets, and didn't like collaborate with the other departments that took like, Milan, MMPI, all these psychological inventories for behavioral health and PTSD and all sorts of very thorough way. And the psychiatry department didn't take it. All they wanted to do was give me drugs. That's all they wanted to do, was give me pills. All they wanted to do. It was about, and I was like, and every single time the pills never worked on me. I would actually shit them out whole. They'd be like, that's very interesting. Your body's not taking it. I was like, no, every single time it'd be out. It'd be like corn in my shit. okay? I'm not joking. My body didn't take it. It wouldn't absorb it. It would just shit it out. Literally, I'd see the whole pill in my shit. Not joking. And it didn't work on me. It didn't work on me. It's hilarious. Finally, after I worked for like a nonpartisan think tank for a couple years, we evaluated this VA, and the VA became better, and they changed their whole program. They started becoming more research-based. They brought in more research-based care providers, psychologists, and I'm down with psychologists. Psychologists are my jam. I like them because they really are trying to improve you through like non-medicative some people need medication, I ain't gonna lie. The psychiatry definitely has its perks if it's for people that it's benefiting. But if psychiatry, like the way at the VA worked, it wouldn't work with the psychology or the other mental health departments. They were like their own thing, and they would never consider any outside. Now they all work together, like one big giant case management thing that definitely improved the care for veterans at the VA. There's a lot of work that the VA has to do, but I gotta say, man, the VA is pretty cutting edge, and they get a bad rap a lot, which they well deserved, in some cases, but in other cases, they're. If I ever got fucking cancer, I'd go to the VA over a private practice, because the VA does not want to spend. It's not looking to make money off of me. And so it's getting cutting edge treatment. It wants to reduce costs to them by having cutting edge treatment opportunities and forms of care. It's great for those things. For physical therapy, it sucks. For podiatry, it sucks. For dental, it sucks. For eyes, it sucks. But for like mental health, fucking fabulous. Like corn in my shit. Yeah, you guys don't know that? That never happened to you when you take a psychiatrist gave you like medication, just here, try this, let's see if this works. Here, try this one, see if this works. Here, try this one, see if it works. Oh, is it working? Is it working? Oh, you can't get a hard on now. But let's just keep trying it. But wait a second, I can't get a hard on, doc. I can't get a hard on. Not being able to get a hard on is a death sentence. Okay? I'd rather have whatever the fuck mental disorder I have than take this medication that prevents me from getting a hard on. Or even staying hard. That'll ruin not only a marriage, but a person's self-preservation. That whole concept of wanting to fuck and shit, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, that shit, you guys know that some of that shit makes you impotent. It makes you like what is it called? Flaccid? Flaccid penis? Is that the word? Flaccid? What the word? Why am I forgetting words right now? I think so. I think I'm right. I don't know why I'm soft and limp, not firm, flabby, flaccid biceps, lacking force, weak, flaccid prose, not firm, flabby. I like the flabby cock. Yeah, it just gives you flabby cock syndrome. Nobody wants flabby cock. Or flabby gines. Nobody wants a flabby gines, and nobody wants a flabby cock. You just do not want it. You want that thing throbbing, ready to go. Point like a toiger. Fucking the medication psychiatry, man. I feel like they're in bed too closely with obviously the pharmaceutical industry. It's like psychologists. What's an interesting thing? I'm going on tangents here, but nurse practitioners. Have you guys noticed that there's more nurse practitioners now? There's more advanced nursing, and nurse practitioners can prescribe medication. Interesting. And private equity has bought a lot of the hospitals that exist in America. They own everything. They own everything. Everything's a chain, including hospitals now. And so they don't want to pay doctors the salaries that doctors deserve, I guess, you know. So they make it a practice where there's fewer doctors and more nurse practitioners or advanced nurse. And that's just kind of interesting to me. How a nurse practitioner, I mean, they're still highly educated, but over a psychologist who, I mean, you know, they can certainly study psychopharmacology. They can certainly study the interaction of medications with the brain and the body. They can certainly be trained to do that, psychologists. So how come psychologists are not allowed to prescribe medication? It's always an interesting thing to me why that barrier exists still. When we've already seen an explosion in nurse practitioner, advanced nursing, for the sake of eliminating doctors. So this is what private equity does, by the way, guys. They skim down, they make things smaller, and they really eventually squeeze you out like a grape and then buy all your land. And then to put something else over it, you know? Possibly another hospital, possibly an elderly care home. Those are on the rise. Private equity loves it, some elderly care homes. Morning rants. These are morning rants, guys. You know, got to get them out. Got to get them out. So we're going to be doing feedback today later on in the stream, probably towards the end of the stream. We'll be doing some feedback for a few songs. Right now we've got a couple songs in the... So like I said, we've got Run that's being released on the 27th. That's next Friday. And on all platforms. And we've got 2 more songs. Yesterday, on Monday, remember we were noodling around the bass with, it was an epic L on Monday when it came to coming up with kind of a groove for this mediocre drum beat that I made, that I'm gonna turn into a cool drum beat. There's a lot of cool little grooves in there that I can extract and turn into a song for release. And it's just something fun. I like, sometimes, you know, when you have that material, you already got it, you're in the moment. If you've nailed a few takes of it or a few like bars, sometimes just cutting and pasting is the way to go. Once you got that, you got the vibe, it's there, you know? So I think we got the vibe, like right after we streamed. I came in here, kids were like home, wife was home, everybody was chilling. So I decided to come in here, grab the bass, it was still plugged in, and I did some very simple stuff that I thought was really cool, you know? I thought it worked, you know? So we're gonna go, I think, we're already open. That session's already open, so we'll be checking that out first. So we'll start with a little bit of songwriting on that front. And then hopefully my computer, the sound and everything. You know what I've noticed? It's really kind of, it's OBS. That's the culprit for the audio dropping out. Whenever it loads, it just messes with the sound card. It messes with the omnibus, which is similar to the loopback software, but I think it's a little better. It has its things that I don't like this audio drop-off thing that's been happening more frequently with this than with loopback. We might have to test out loopback again, see if we're gonna have this if we have the same issues, maybe updated or something. But so far, so good. But usually when I'm recording, it's some kind of method I have to, like procedurally, the way I go, I have to have things not playing, or it messes with like even like any background music. So I have to do it methodically. There's a very methodical approach to get it. So for some reason, I've got to fix it. It may be something on my end that I just need to simplify in Omnibus. But so far, this has been one of the only ways I can really kind of aggregate all my data or music and sounds to play out. You know, I don't want a whole list of audio sources in my OBS where I'm searching for which audio source is playing what, you know. I want it to come out of one source. So that's what we've been doing, and it's been working. But to some extent, sometimes it drops off, which it means I'd have to restart my computer at sometimes, and just a pain in the fucking dick. I'll tell you that right now. Pain in the dick. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's get. Well, we're in the Redwoods. Y'all, drop your song in there, because if you don't drop your song in, and if you're busy, check in periodically. About the last hour of stream, I start music feedback around the last hour. So check in. By the way, it's a 4-hour stream. We end around 1:15, 1:20, 13:20 Pacific time. We're gonna start getting in here a little early, like 9 a.m. It's just been real like hectic with the mornings, getting the kids to school and then coming back, and it's, you know, what's been going on is I've been going to bed super late doing a lot of post-stream work when I should just be getting up super early and going to bed earlier. It would behoove me to do that. Like get like a game in, play an hour's worth, maybe even stream the game, and then go to bed, you know? And then wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. and fucking do my, get my stream, everything ready to go, and all the things I need to do. Just a little me time, you know, in the morning before we get going. I think that would benefit me a lot more, especially on this new journey that I'm heading towards, drinking less alcohol and exercising, getting back in the groove of my physical health. You know, it's been a little off balance lately. And I want you all to see that process too. I think you're going to see a big transformation. At least that's what I hope, in the next coming months to years as the stream grows. So we changed the name to Soundbites TV because it's TV. It's a TV thing, right? We got lots of things going on. We got music production. We have these skits. We got the, you know, the green screen, the backdrop, all these little ideas that that are just gonna keep getting improved upon as the stream grows. This is what we're still partially into our second year. Like, we are a little over a year and a half into 2 years. Okay, we're almost into our second year of streaming. So by January of next year will be that year 2 mark, and the stream is gonna definitely grow for sure. There's so much I've already learned this year alone. Actually, to be honest, not even in a year. When I decided to start doing all the video stuff, it was like months ago, and so much has happened in the months. I was still using DaVinci to some extent, but really started getting into it and learning more, and after watching a lot of videos and stuff, and just, you know, tinkering with the program, I've been like really like, not only with DaVinci, but with OBS, like its chroma key is phenomenal. Like, it really is for real time chroma keying, and like the green screen stuff. It's like pretty cool. I mean, DaVinci, it's like a long rendering process, and you know, so a lot of the things we're doing here are gonna definitely be postable out into the other platform realms. So any hoosers, we're gonna get, let's see, 808. Oh, 808, by the way, congratulations on your VIP. Congratulations on your VIP. You've been a long supporter of the stream, and just a cool dude in general, and I love everything you do, yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Eventually, I guess that moves up to the moderator status. I'm definitely in the future looking for moderators, but here's the thing on the moderators. I want to choose them wisely, because I definitely want people who, if you are a moderator in general, like your job on Twitch is to moderate streams, or that's something you enjoy doing and know a lot about, because I want to talk to you for sure, because I know that moderators not only keep the stream healthy, but they keep the stream moving as well, and they keep chat moving. And I'm now taking kind of want to take that next leap of faith, essentially, to kind of, it also helps you build trust. And yeah, it's a good way to collaborate. And I don't know much about it, but I know that it's healthy for the stream. So true, right. Your energy and the way you are building yourself and craft is inspiring. Had fun every stream. Yay! Thank you. Yeah, the energy part, it's like, I only can imagine it getting better as I shed off some weight. I'm like 50 pounds over or so, which I don't want to I know there's people who have struggling with weight issues every day that, they look at me and say, what are you talking about, So I don't want to rub it. I don't want to seem like too coy about it. It's just a personal goal. You know what I mean? Some people actually look good, big. Like my friend, he looks good. My other friend, he looks good, big. He's just got like a nice size head. He tells me this. He's like, dude, your head's fine. I'm like, no, my head's not fine. Your head looks good. It's got you got like a big forehead, and you've got like this caricature vibe, and you just look grand and big and Santa Clausy. And some people look good like that, I'm not gonna lie, some people carry it well. I don't. I don't carry it well. I'm constantly self-conscious about it. I see you are not big. Actually, I'm not. To be honest, I'm not. But I'm very conscious about it. Very conscious. Because I've never been this size before, ever. Never. I'm like 220 right now. 220. Which if I was like 6'4", that would be fine. 6'4", 220, that's okay. That's okay. The first step, acknowledge what you want to see change. Oh yeah, that happened already. That happened like... The first step is acknowledgement. The second step is beating the thing, which has killed kings, okay? King Henry had an alcohol problem, which led to his hunting accident, which inevitably led to his infection, which led to his death. So King Henry VIII, died from alcohol in the long run. Because he would, if he wasn't drunk when he was hunting, then he would have lived. He would have lived. Don't drink and hunt. Dude, that's why if I ever be, like, I've got my hunting license. I've never hunted animals before. And like, no, other than war. But like, they're not, human beings are not animals, first of all. So there was no, well, I guess you would call it a hunt, when you're on patrol, you know what I mean? But anyways, aside of that, sorry. And like gone hunting, like, hey man, like hunting, good old fashioned hunting with a good old 30-06 or something. So I would rather go bow hunting. Now, Patty Malarkey is an avid archer. I've seen him do some archery stuff. Pretty dope. He's pretty knowledgeable about it. So the reason I say this is because if you're a bow hunter, like if you're an archer or you're hunting with a bow and arrow, you're less likely to run into drunk people. Because the archers are fucking, you like bow hunting, you've done it, you're less likely to run into drunks with rifles, because the seasons are like, completely separate from one another. So it's like, you're less likely to get killed by, but didn't Henry VIII get shot with an arrow? Or something? Or was he attacked by a boar? I think he was attacked by a boar. And he got an infection and it never went away. And then his leg just started turning in. He was a pus-filled man, very pussy. And his wife still had to fuck him. Isn't that gross? You had to fuck this pus. Oh, dude. He probably stunk. Oh, God. And he's like, oh my God, dude. What a fucking dick. What a dick. You got to think about this. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about, like, whoa, almost a cock shot there. Almost. It was very, very, very close to being one. Very close. Cock shot. Almost, Deadpool. Almost. A wild boar. Yeah, it was a wild boar. Have you hunted boar? I've never done it. Honestly, it is kind of a bucket list thing. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the thrill of killing an animal, but the idea of you missed it. Not the thrill of the animal killing, but the idea of, out of respect, you know, like to undergo what we're supposed to be doing when we eat a meal, as opposed to going to the supermarket and being presented. One day though, I'm not against this idea of not killing animals at all and preserving them all and growing them in a lab from a cell like they do chicken. That, I cannot wait for that to be mainstream. I'm not even joking. That'll solve a lot of problems in society. It'll solve, one, the methane from overproduction of these mass produced, you know, these basically dairy and meat, you know, big farm, big agra, where there's thousands and thousands upon thousands of cows squished in, living the most just sad lives you can think of for an animal. And they're just farting up methane, just clouds of methane. Not only them, it will solve a lot of things though. It will help with climate control. It'll help with, I think the surplus of food will be better in areas that need it. You'll be able to develop this food in areas instead of having agriculture and like vast, you know, miles and kilometers worth of land to house these creatures. Instead, you just grow it in a lab, boom. From a cell. You know? The idea to me is fascinating. Anyways. Where are we? Okay, so here's the song we've been working on. The song we worked on yesterday, actually, or on Monday, and it's fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna plug my phone in. We might have a battery failure here, so there we go. Plugged. Everyone is just thinking I'm weird, lol. No, it's fine. We thought that already. Okay, so if you're weird, then I'm fucking weird. Let's check this out. Okay, there it is. There it is. We're good. I'm hearing it now. It's that see though that little issue we have sometimes, but we're good now. Oh, and now it dropped off again. Son of a bitch. What in the fucking what in It's not dropping off for you guys. I'm not hearing it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, come on. All right. So this is kind of got this fucking Nirvana vibe, and I'm using this. So I did some automation early on because this comes on. It's like very gritty and distorted and got just really nice sound to it. But I didn't want to like blow my load, so I automated this basically to come on. If you see the automation is did I not record the automation? Oh yeah, I did. Did I? Oh fuck me on the. Did it not? What? Okay. Okay, fine. We'll do it over. So I think I got it, you know? So I don't think I'm gonna re-record the bass. It sounds dope. I don't know, but I was thinking about re-recording the drums. See that wrist action? I've been working at it. I've been really working hard. The wrist is now at rest. Wrist rest. Wrist rest. This is like a total Nirvana kind of vibe though. But then, where's the part that I really liked? Seems like I got it right on, and I'm just gonna, dude, I'm not gonna re-record bass. Honestly, I feel like I got it. If I really want to re-record it, I will, but this is gonna be super simple. We just keep it kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. You know? I don't know about the drums though. But we can really work this. That's fucking so rad. So let's keep that as a loop. Oops. Let's just hear this. I just love that. I love that. It's just such a fucking sick bass. Now wait, are we using this? What the fuck happened to my EQ that I had up here? I must have been drunk the other day and not. You know what? Not drunk. You know what happens? Objectively, keep it simple, stupid. Yo. You know what happens sometimes when I'm in the studio late? Like the past few nights, I've fallen asleep here. Last night, I fell asleep in my chair here and woke up like 1, 2 in the morning, 1, 2 a.m. 0200 for y'all 24-hour clockers out there. And I swear to God, I thought there was, when I woke up, there was like this huge spider on my knee. But I don't even think it was a spider. I think it was me. I think I was like I was dreaming and I was still in a dream state. And when I woke up, and I was like, because I don't see it. I didn't, like, I was like, where's the spider? And it was this like huge spider on my knee. I was like, it was just a dream. But I was like, I woke up and that's what I immediately noticed, like a huge spider on my left knee. I was like, what in the fuck? And I must have probably just really tired, accidentally, this happens sometimes when you're really tired, accidentally delete a plugin, you know, or you do something stupid. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Okay, let's go. So there's that. And I guess it just, like, maybe Studio One, like, maybe I didn't save or something. No, because all my amp settings are the same. Oh, B15 ribbon. It does sound better. I changed it because earlier I had it set to a ribbon. Let's check. Okay, let's check out. There's a ribbon. That's number 13. This was the one I thought I was using. These are basically microphone pairs, by the way. It's an emulation of cabinet being recorded by, let's just basically 257s. And Dyna 50. I think this is what I had yesterday. Every mic sounds differently, by the way. You can hear the difference right now. I'll show you. Here, I'll show you the difference. See, I'm kind of toggling through all. Tell me if you hear the difference. This one, the D1, this is a 112, which I think is an emulation of the AKG D112. And it picks up the fucking low end, kind of the scoopy of that low end. It's nice, tight low end. It's a little bit more, this is a little bit more articulate on the bottom end of that bass note. You know what I mean? Like, you can really hear the bottom end of it. Whereas the other ones is a little bit more like spread out, you know, not as tight as this one. Here's a classic combination right here, a 57 and a ribbon. That's classic, pretty much what you would do on a guitar, but let's hear how it sounds. Oh, interesting. This has a little bit more top end. Probably because the ribbon's kind of capturing more of the low end, and the 57's, you know, probably getting more of those. I mean, the ribbon can do everything, but what I've noticed about ribbons is they're great for like not the center of the speaker, essentially the cone. I like to put them on the outside of the cone, like, you know, to pick up the whole speaker, because ribbons are basically like vertically shaped, so you're getting like kind of the driver more as opposed to the cone. I put the 57 on the cone just to get that punchiness, and you know what I mean? And that's what I'm kind of hearing right now. And this is a 1x15 inch, so 1 15-inch speaker. So yeah, that's fucking cool. I'm liking these choices. And this is the bass without any like EQing on its own. This is the DI signal. I don't know if you guys do this, but whenever I record bass, I really always try to do it with 2 channels. It's just so much easier. I even like there's even been like I came upon this idea just naturally, but then I saw like Warren Hewitt, if you guys ever watch Produce Like a Pro, he actually posted a video about how recording a DI of the bass and another signal from the pedal or the amp, what other source you're using to record or to play through. He uses this technique as well. He's like, it changed the game, especially when you're like concerned about the low end, and the bass is so important. And if you're gonna just do it with 1 channel, you're kind of limiting yourself. So having a DI channel, and with that DI channel, you can add like plugins like we did with this Ampeg, but 2 channels, and then we blend the channels together. It's almost a form like, because I have a compressor on the pedal board. So it's almost like a form of parallel compression. It is parallel compression by definition, but it's on the way in. So there's, like I said, there's different, I don't know how my mic is, if it's a little too loud, let me just kind of, there we go. There's so many different ways to accomplish parallel, well, not so many, there's a few different ways to compress parallel compression-wise, So there's obviously on the way in, just printing it on the way in, right? There's doing it in post, right? In the box with a bus. There's sending a bus, like a DI signal, back out into outboard gear to parallel compress a signal. And so, yeah, and I think those are the few ways that we go about it, but always having a DI, it gives you a little bit of flexibility. It's a safety. It's a backup, essentially. And, like say you're recording a band and the bass player nails it, right? But we didn't like the tones that they got out of their amp. So what are we going to do in that situation when we only got 1 signal, right? If we had a DI signal, on the other hand, now we have a backup that we can pump through our outputs, from our dials to our outputs, back out into this reamping box here that you see. Okay, and then this reamping box obviously has a knob to adjust for, for gain or whatever, to match, kind of level matching essentially. And then you can run it right through any preamp, any amplifier, and get the tones, on your own time instead of using the artist's time, valuable time. They don't have to come back and re-record to find tones. You can find tones after the fact if you weren't happy with the initial recording. So this is something that really, is not expensive for the most part, and I think that every producer should have one of these, especially if you're recording guitar, bass. You know what I mean? It's more for stuff like that. So get yourself a reamper. Yeah, bass especially. Like you don't want to call the artist back. You know what I mean? All strings for that matter. Yeah, exactly. And there could be other applications to use this as well. You can use it with synths if you want to run them through processors. You can use it with, you can get creative with these things, So it's really kind of up to what you think is possible sometimes, and breaking the rules is definitely part of it, I like to use them with flutes. Oh, nice. So like you get a DI, you get a 1 signal, you send it back out, send it through maybe an amplifier or something, or you should try it one day with flutes. I will. I got this Native American flute I can probably try it with. Yeah, you probably send it out, and what would be really dope, actually, now that you reminded me, is sending it out and then into like these I'll show you. I'll bring it over here. Or do I have like a view? Maybe I can show you. The time of my life. Well, I never felt this way before. Yeah, there they are. These. So if I run those flutes, you know, through these Strymon. Oh, you can't see them. Hammett, can you move? Thank you, bud. I've got this Strymon timeline. It's a delay pedal and the Strymon Big Sky. Dude, these are so cool. And if you can send a reamp a flute and send it through these, that would be so fucking cool. Because I mainly use these with guitar. But lately I've been using them with the Moog, with these Moog modules here. And dude, because these are instrument inputs, right? They're unbalanced, yes. And so the Strymon, I believe, can do both. I believe you can send stereo or TRS through these. I think there's a way to do. I think you just plug it in and it works, or you have to set it some way. I've never actually done it. I've done it. Actually, yes, I have. I've done it with my keyboard, my Roland. I've sent it the TRS through here. I believe I have. But these are great. These are honestly, I love these for delays. When I go delay, I go digital. The way these were oversampled at 96K. They're just really high end. They sound so good, especially the Big Sky. You just get this really lush, beautiful, all these really lush, beautiful reverbs out of this thing, and it sounds just phenomenal. You know, I love pumping things through that, especially those synths, like the subharmonicon. Oh my God, you run that thing through like the Big Sky. Oh geez, it's so great. Gotta love Moog. You know, I love Moog that they created those three modules. I know in most people's minds that's expensive, but for me these, I have gear, but I also don't like spending a lot of money, and it may seem that I do, but I'm really minimalist in terms of gear, like compared to like a big studio. These are just the essentials. They're essentials. The Moog stuff, like you guys know, the Moog stuff is like thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? And when they came out with the DFAM, the Mother 32, and the Subharmonicon, I jumped on those. Those, like the Eurorack stuff is, you know, it like the price of those, like $500, $600 a piece. That's really good price for Moog gear, in my opinion. Like, can't beat that. If you have enough, you're looking for a Moog, look no further than those. And you can just use that, plug it into the Arteria KeyStep Pro, and boom, now you have keys for all your, you know, sounds. It's obviously, trigger, gates, stuff like that. So you can't play multiple sounds at once. But, you know, the arpeggiation of those sounds, it's just so, it's possible with that key step. Gotta get, if you get yourself a Moog, you gotta get yourself the key step to go with it on top there. This thing is honestly one of the best keyboards ever made, in my opinion. And Novation just copied them with their new launch key, meaning that the launch key has CV capabilities, but I still think this has more, at least from my experience. I think I was reading about it, and it didn't have as many CV connections. I think it only had two. This has voice, or this has gate, velocity, and pitch. And it has four. So one for a drum machine, and then the other three for whatever you want. And it's basically the last three are for each of these. So this is for, there's three settings. You can combine them all together. It's such a cool little device. And it's got some kind of moderate MPE capabilities. It doesn't have, I believe, the pitch or pressure. It may have the pressure. I think you can wiggle the keys, though. You can do like things like that, and it'll get the vibrato. So it's got some MPE capabilities. Rolly just came. I think Rolly came out with a new Rolly, and I'm looking into it. Although I used to have a Rolly, I got rid of it because it stopped working for no reason at all, other than they tell you, they actually tell you not to leave the Rolly off for longer than a week or something like. It's in the actual manual. Isn't that crazy that a company says let the do not store the device or it won't work anymore because it comes with a lithium ion battery for God knows what reason. I don't know why you would put a lithium ion battery in a Rolly. It's completely unnecessary because the thing has to be plugged into a computer to get the sound library. And the computer runs off power. So why put a battery in a Rolly makes no sense to me. Because it can be used wirelessly through Bluetooth. That's just unnecessary. Completely. Yeah, but a new company bought them out. And I think, I want to say, now I want to look into this. I think private equity bought them. Uh, who owns Rolly? Owen Lamb in 2009. I thought it was a British. I didn't know it was an American-born musician. I thought the British invented it. Instruments have been used by musicians. Yeah. I love the idea. The Rolly like blew me away. The sounds. It's just some of the things that, and it's technical. Its customer support was non-existent, but that sort of happened because of the pandemic and because we had like a silicone, not shortage, but there was a supply chain issue with silicone for a little while. I think around 2020, 2019, 2020. I'm not finding anything. Oh, they're a London-based company, but he's from America. I don't know if they. Let's check. I'm kind of interested in what was this real quick. So, see my little brain. Oh boy, Rolly was founded. We get Marin, blah blah blah. April 20, Rolly sold the juice product of anti-piracy firm. Bankruptcy. There we go. New company named Luminary, formed by Lamb. Many Rolly. So it was formed by him. So he basically restructured. And I had a Seaboard Rise. It was awesome. Like the sounds, the idea of like being able to control pitch from like and like continuously control it across all 16 MIDI channels was phenomenal in my opinion. It was like something that's one of the reasons why I bought it was because of how you didn't have to automate pitch bending and it was continuous. You can literally go all the way around the board, the silicone, and it would just be this continuous pitch and the pressure. The firm has named as a chief creative officer. Geez. So Luminary. Why isn't there a Luminary Wikipedia? They don't have anything about Luminary. Yeah, it was. I definitely was a groundbreaking innovation. I feel so bad about how they went under because of probably the pandemic, and you know what I mean. But um, yeah. Anyways, so with this, let's go back. Got sidetracked there. That's it right there. Oops. That's the piece. This can just go, and then we will just do a little bit of this, put it here, and put it here, and this here, do that, go here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I messed up. I forgot about its brother. I was like, what happened? Okay, so I think I'm gonna keep that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. Ah! Okay, we need to cut one of those out. I think we are a little long on that, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa, what the fudge? Where did I start this? Bridge? What the fuck? Oh, I mislabeled that. I was moving stuff around the other day. Outro? Really? Hey, you guys are fired. Nothing for you, just one for now. So let's go intro, okay? Jeez. I want to say, well, hold on. Put a 2 there for now. Yeah, this shouldn't be here. It should be here. This part. Boom, 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 boom. Where is it? Right here. So let's bring you back over here because I don't want to move that because it might be, well, let's move this. Yeah. Boom. And then let's see how long this takes it. Surf Rocky. We haven't even put guitar in this. This is just... Dude, this is groovy, though, I gotta say. Da, 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 da. Hey, detoxin and detoxin, y'all. What you gonna feel? You gotta feel it about everybody. I don't know where I'm gonna go with that. No, I was thinking of vocals. Should I fucking rap in this? No. Should I rap in this? Did I? Did I just rap? Should I? Should I rap in this? Do a fusion. Yeah. That's what I should do. Okay, so. Yeah. I'm thinking more of that. No, no, no. I'm fucking recording drums, dude. I'm fucking going on the drums, dude. Ah! I'm going on the drums here. I need to. I need to do the drums for this. Honestly. I'm thinking... Wait, can I even go that fast? Can I even do it that fast? Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it that fast. I don't know. I might need like 4 cups of coffee before I do that. 4. Let's... Do we have any more coffee over here? Allergy pills? That won't work. Well, if I take 20 out... No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah. Play drums to this. If you can't go as fast, so it's... Oh, yeah. But I want to do a 18th note. I want to do an 18th note. 18th note. No, my God. Not an 18th note. I want to be doing a 16th note on the hi-hat. Like, let's see. I could slower down the tempo, but slower down the tempo. Oh my God, I got the tempo on this, by the way, set to 80. I don't know why I have the... I think I can do that. I think I can do that. Let me turn down my lav real quick because I'm going to blast my drums real quick. I can do this. I can do this. I can fucking do this. I can do this. Fuck, do I want to record drums right now? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared like, no, I shouldn't be scared. Let's try it out. If it fucks up and the computer, let's keep these drums. Because these are definitely worth it, but I feel like I can do better. I feel like I can... I feel like I can do better on the drums. I feel it. Like things are gonna change. I can feel it. All right, we're just gonna put these drums over here in a scratch pad 2. Let's put them in. Let's rename this fucker. Old drums. Old drums. See, this should be like I'm telling you, Studio One should make a they should have takes to layers. That's fine. Takes to layers feature right here. That's fine. Oh, why do I have it on? Not have it on. I don't like using it personally. It's too confusing. It takes up too much real estate on the channels on this in this window here. It just takes up too much real estate. Like everything is like stacked underneath each, like, you know what I mean? Each track. It's like, it's annoying, and they should just put it like right, like the scratch pad. Just have another one for takes, you know? Another window right here just for takes, so I can sort through all the takes I want to look at, and then boom, import it right where it needs to be, you know? You want any strings? Not for this. I'm thinking this is going to be, especially for these, like a collaboration, definitely I want to work on like a collaboration. But this is kind of, I think, going to be an Of the Willow Tree song, another release. It's just a new vibe. It's a new direction that I'm going in, or not. It's just the feel. I think I was just playing drums for hours. That's why you prefer FL. FL is good. Like I don't know if it has that feature, like take 1, take 2, take 3. Does it have that like this? Because Studio One has this thing called the scratch pad, which I mean I'm using for different takes essentially. So it doesn't make sense to me that they don't have something next to it. They have enough room for takes, you know, instead of and people who like takes to layers, I think it's a Logic thing, could still utilize it if they're comfortable using it that way, but they should also have this other option where you can, you know what I mean? You can just set, everything's listed, you know, like here, scratch pad 1. It could be like take 1, take 2, take 3, and so on. It just it makes more sense to me. It takes up less real estate. It can be closed and taken off your screen. It could be opened, and then you're still looking from left to right, and you're not going, you know, like when you're reading music, you're not looking up and down. This isn't language, you know, this isn't like, you know what I mean? Like characters, you're looking from left to right. You know, no DAW starts from this way to that way. All universal. So keep the flow going that way. Use it. FL is better in my opinion. That's why. Well, it's better for you. I want to say Studio One. I'm very partial to it because it's very good for mixing, tracking. It's simple. It does have its little hiccups that we've all seen happen here on stream. But for the most part, oh yeah, let's unplug these real quick. You don't want to have these plugged in because you're gonna have feedback. Okay, let's see here. All right, if this doesn't, we're gonna go to recording. I'm gonna record some fucking drums. But why did I do that? Why am I jumping the gun here, guys? Let's just build this real quick. I gotta pee real quick. I'll be back.
If you have to go potty, stop and right away. Flush and wash and be on your way. go potty, stop and right away. Flush and wash and be on your way.
That's weird, dogs. My Twitch Guru, the server seems to be down on Twitch Guru. So it said, wait, what? What? I don't know why it blocked that detoxing. I don't know why it blocked that, but that was weird. So my, I guess my BRB message is currently off.
If you have to go potty, stop and right away.
Okay, it's offline. Interesting. Okay, that's Chat Guru, by the way. That was Chat Guru. So I usually use Chat Guru. And I guess it just took a dookie. All right, I guess their site is down right now because that's never happened. Let's see. Let's try that again. Let's try okay. Reloading it. No? Huh. Huh. Ah, you see? Ah, Chat Guru. What are you doing, Chat Guru? Or Twitch Guru, as they call him. Twitch Guru. Twitch Guru. Let's see. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. Guess why, guys? Have you noticed? Have you noticed my name's changed? I changed my name yesterday to Soundbites TV. That's the reason why. So let me put it in there. That is it. That's the reason. All right. Good, 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 good. We're good. Preview. Generated a link. Okay, we're good now. Sorry about that. That was a weird, probably actually 100% my fault. 100% my fault. Because it's under Soundbites TV now. I said it's under Soundbites TV now. Huh. I said.
If you have to go potty, stop and right.
Hey, you're making me look bad. Now, I think I got to go back to it now. Let's see what happens. What in the fuck? Come on. Come on. Stop that. All right. Come on. That's we'll fix it, guys. We'll fix it in time. I don't have to go anywhere anyways. So you know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I think we're good. Just get back over here where I can see you guys. Access denied? What are you talking about? Okay. Oh, by the way, Core, I got some news for you, Core. I got some news for you, buddy. I wanted to tell you this. I wanted to tell you this the other day, but I'll just tell you now. There you go. There you go. Give the page a little bit of a here, let's reload here. 4. There you go, buddy. There you go. Yeah, I gotta fix the plugin. I'm fixing it as we speak. It's got everything it needs. It's got everything it needs. It's got everything it wants. There's the clip. There it is. There's my life. Everything being recorded by the Twitch gods. Paste that motherfucker in there. What? Reload page. Back to previous homepage. Okay. I'm reloading. Homepage. Not happening. It's probably something. Oh, you know what I can do? I can refresh cache. Refresh. Earl. It's not on me right now. We're good. We're not even gonna take. If I take another break, it's gonna be a quick pee. Other than that, we're good. We're fine. There you go, Core. There you go. There you go. You earned it. Corey, you've been a long supporter of the stream, been here for a long time. Don't think I haven't noticed. So we just gave Core VIP status. VIPs can do things that other people can't, like post links in chat, except for music feedback links. We want to keep those, but like React, I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the real benefit is. I might kank that post links in chat thing. I don't know, and it doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, you can post clips in chat. You can do that. That's cool. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Karen is still over there, I think, pissing in the corner. Endless pisser. But there are clues. Okay, there are clues. If you guys think something's a clue, you clip it. I've got to make rules. I'm not really good with keeping the rules out there, but basically you gotta say clue in the clip. You know, another clue. You know, you can say. I don't know if there's gonna be clue number 1. But you can name them whatever you want as long as it says clue in the title, because that gives other users kind of an ease. You know, they don't have to like sift through all the VODs. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to sift through all the VODs to you know. Let's see if that works. Still not working. Still not working. That's okay. I'm not even worried about it. That chat guru, it's that Twitch guru site. So it's a pretty cool site. But I changed my name, guys, to Soundbites TV. So that's probably what did it, you know. And I should have fixed that in OBS before starting the stream. However, I did not. This has such like, to me, this has like big surfer vibes. Like monster waves. Oh, I know it. So it's like a boom. Da, 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 da. Da 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 and then, well, this is the this has to come back. Come back to me now. Come back, meow. Come back, meow. Come back, meow. Meow, meow. So bam, that's gonna be my verse. This is a verse. We're not gonna do the intro yet. This is the fucking verse, baby. Boom, everything's tight too. Everything's tight. Followage. Something went wrong while checking followage. Please try. Something's wrong. Sorry, Core. I don't know what's going on with it today. Everything's down. Must be those dogs and cats. Must be the dogs and cats that all the immigrants are eating. God, that just still blows me away that that's a thing. That people actually fucking believe that shit. It still blows me the fuck away. I'm sorry, but sorry. I had to stand up for a minute. That shit blows me the fuck away, bro. Dogs and cats, bro? By the way, have you noticed lately a lot of cat videos on the internet? Like just cats driving? I've been getting a lot of those lately. Just cats driving, literally driving. Driving! Okay. Yo, fuckhead! Veteran streamer, you doing feedback? I'll probably be doing some feedback toward around noonish. Drop your song there. Let's see if we got songs already in there, just to kind of double check and see how it's looking in there. Looks like we've got two songs only so far, so we are good on that front. Let me make sure. Actually, do I have all the? Excuse me. Mortal Kombat! Mortal Kombat! Where's my SoundCloud? Give me some. I'm gonna put them on here now so I get it all set up. Copy message link. Judge Judy. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. All right. Peak. All right, so let's get okay. We got the windows set up, and probably around the last hour of stream, we'll get to some music feedback. I want to play some fucking drums today. Spontaneous drums. This is so good. Oh. And then here's your chorus. Obviously a typical song. And then let's copy this verse here. Unless we got something here. Ooh, we got like another, let's put that second verse, this one, copy this, put it right here. Ooh, right here. And then so it goes. Yep. And then this goes into completely other different bass. Oh. Oh wait, you know what? We can make the chorus different. Now let's bring it over here. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do this. Kind of cool, like the way it dropped like that. I mean, I kind of like that, even though it was a mistake. I kind of like it. You know what I mean? Wah! You know what I mean? Something. I think that gives me an idea. I'm just leaving it. Sometimes when you fuck up, it's like play the drums or die a coward. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to play the drums, Ricky. Because you said that, I don't want to be looked at as a coward. So we're going to do that. We're going to play fucking drums. That's like the worst thing, is being called a coward. So we're playing fucking drums. We're not dying cowards today. No way. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That worked. Right here. Oh, fuck me. We need, okay. Wait. See that part? The boom. That part, the boom. Dude, let's just do it now. Let's do it now. Oh, fuck me. We gotta patch this in. We gotta put that in now, or else we're gonna forget. We're gonna forget. 1, 2. I'm patching it in real quick. Okay, we're gonna put that in right now because it has a stomp. That foot stomp that you just heard is going right there. So we're gonna go track. We're gonna add a track. Belter loader. You guys never watch The Expanse? For Belter loader, the Belter loader. We'll make it yellow. Yellow's the stereo, or yellow's the color of drums. Input 17, outputs 15 and 16. That's it. Okay, input 17 is actually stereo inputs 1 and 2. So, because it's going to be a stereo recording. So we're gonna go over here and do this. We're just gonna record right now. Record. Okay, why do I have that on? I have a count off feature on. Actually, I might need that. Okay, so we got for Belter Loda. Boom. All right. Now let's. I don't want anything other than. Okay, so let's do this. Let's undo. Let's turn the channel. Let's go to drum bus. Send that input to the drum bus. All right, now you guys will hear what we recorded. All I want, literally, is the stomp. I think that one's gonna work well. This one right here will work, and the rest of these, see ya. And let's put this right over here, right here. Boom. And then let's expand it just a hint and give it a little. Okay. Yo, there we go. Okay, so I would like to get her in there. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh! God! God damn it! God damn it! Woo! God damn it! Holy! Yo! Damn! Let's make it longer. Let's make it like long enough to where just right before the next note. In Ableton, they call this warping, which I think Studio One has, to be honest, the best warping or quantizing or warping feature that I've experienced. It's not on. Now it's not on. Now it's not on. Hold on. Okay, so now this section here, this is another cool Studio One feature, is we're going to take this here, click on this little eye here. We're going to scroll down because there's a lot here. We're going to actually, we have individual control of the mix here. We'll scroll this up. Kind of interesting the way Studio One hides things like this, but so we're going to click this button, enable. And I'm gonna put a delay here. I don't want to send it to a delay bus. I don't want to automate a delay. Sometimes it's just fucking annoying, and it takes up too much resources and time. So just I'll put a delay on that, like literally on this clip. So if I click on this clip here, as you see this delay here, you're gonna see it disappear when I click here, or not here, but you're gonna see nothing here, right? But when I click on this section, this is the only part of this clip that I want delay, the stomp sound. So I've got the delay now added to that. As you can see the difference. See how the delay, the plugin enters or makes itself available. I think an eighth note would be a good start. Let's try it. No, not an eighth note. Maybe a 16th. Yeah. So we're gonna go 16th. We're gonna go like 40. On that feedback, we're gonna make this wet, so wet, fucking wet, so fucking wet and moist. We're gonna make it moist. Oh, I don't know. I like the but I don't like the 16th. I think just shy of it, just an eighth. Bum. Yeah. But I think maybe the whole fucking note. Let's try it. The whole thing? Let's see. Let's delete this and then expand this and let's try it. Yeah. It's a little too janky though. We gotta cut out some of that low end. Little too much still. And a little drive on that. Maybe a little less drive. Yeah. A little less wet. Make it not so moist. A little bit more. There we go. That's it. I'm done. I'm fucking gone. That's what we get from See what I'm saying? That's fucking sampling. Without stealing, it's remodification. Like what our prison system needs to do. Not the people, the actual system. Yo! That's fucking right up my ass, right there. I feel it in my tummy. Let's go. Okay. This is going to be fun playing the fucking drums to you already, dude. In FL, it's stretching. Yeah, in FL, it's stretching. In Ableton, it's warping. In Studio One, it's time stretching. I don't know what Studio One fucking calls it, to be honest. I don't know. I like stretching, though. I think that's what everybody should be calling it. Warping, it's not a. I don't think warping is the right term. You know what the thing about Ableton is? It fucks shit up sometimes. It's like, dude, don't call it a return. Call it a bus. Just call it a bus. Everybody's calling it a bus nowadays. What, you want to be unique? Calling it a return? We get it that it's a return. Buses are returns. We get it. But shit. You send to the bus on your sends and it returns to the output. But why call it that? Just call it bus. Ableton. And Ableton, do this. If Ableton did this, it had a window, just a separate window for mixing, not the session view. By the way, that's one of the best features of Ableton. The two best features of Ableton are their session view. That's numero uno. Ableton's no match for loopers, and it's a looping program. It's like literally endless, infinite turntables, especially with the session view. And then there's the sound library. Ableton sound library, and some of its like standalone plugins are just unmatched. You know, they really are. They're very well designed, especially for electronic music and like sound design. FL Studio is really good, in my opinion, for sequencing beats. It's like that's its strength, is sequencing. The way it's laid out, you know, in that vertical way. I mean, I do believe it still has like an arrangement window, right, where you can see your waves. I haven't used FL in a while. You know, when I used FL, it used to be called Fruity Loops. Okay, it was not FL at the time. It was fucking Toucan Sam Fruity Loops. Okay, I'm not joking. It was Toucan Sam, or at least his cousin. Why am I so angry? God. I like these like accidental cuts that I'm doing here. Because we got a cut here. I'm gonna keep those cuts. I think they're rad. And then, oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got to do this. Boom, boom. But we got to put you here because this is gonna be a bigger break. Boom, set. Oh yeah, right here. Sorry. Boom, seppi. You know, I guess it's the same. So what do we start? We started here. Yep. Yo. Yeah, dude, that's so unusual. Oh, wait. This has got to be not that. Got to be not. What's this? This is. I think it's like this. Oh yeah, there it is. Uh-oh. Just a bit outside. Ooh. See that little monkey right there? That sounds interesting. I don't like it. You can hear like the other, you can hear like kind of the other string. I think this one's a better fit. Yep. Maybe. Ooh. That doesn't make sense, like, physically. But it works. It sounds cool. Physically, that doesn't... Physically, that makes... It's not working. I know I've been here for a year. Oh, yeah, for sure. Court, you earned it. I mean, you've been here. You've been supportive and, like, learning from the stream. And, like, you know, I don't like to hand out, like, VIPs, like, just here... Everybody take them. You know, I really try to be methodical. There's a few other people I have in mind, and I want to wait till they get here to hand them out. There's a few others that have been just super awesome and supportive. And, you know, I'm not asking for support. It obviously is, it's me. Right? I don't know. Is it, you know? I mean, look at this face. You know what I got to do, though? If I'm going to become more popular, guys, I got to start dressing like Kai Cenat and shit. I got to get the Hassan Piker, Kai Cenat, all those fuckers, Wake Wilder. They all dress cool. They all have a style, and I just wear fucking rags. You know, you know? August 24th to 23 is when I started following. Wow. That's a long time ago. I mean, that's like the beginnings of almost... Because I started in January 2020. I actually started in 2020 under Wild Boar Recording, and I literally did one stream, and it was such a failure. Like, it just didn't work out. The technology was not available. The cameras that we needed weren't available. I just wasn't in the. I just didn't get it yet, you know. Even like my old camera, I had a Canon, and before April of 2023, it was impossible to, it was very hard to live stream with that camera. And then they made it available, but it still wouldn't record or stream at the highest resolution. You had to actually pay Canon like $5 a month to run their EOS 70D at 1080 60, which I thought was like, what? $5 a month, and I could just buy another camera that does that for, you know, no cost after the obviously out-of-pocket cost of buying the item. But, like, you know, like, you think about it, it's like, we came a long way, and I don't think it could have happened any other way. You know, Laggy Haggy, by the way, was the one, it wasn't my idea to be a streamer. I had no, I'd watch Twitch, like, even before 2020, I'd been on Twitch watching people play video games for the most part. Laggy Haggy used to stream a little bit of Apex going on back in the days. But I didn't really get into it as much until Laggy Haggy's like, dude, you gotta fucking stream on Twitch. He's like, there's nobody like you on Twitch. And he wasn't like flattering me. And you know, I'm not like conceited or into myself or anything, but I know my strengths, for example, and I know my weaknesses. And I know what is possible, what is not. And when he told me, he's like, dude, you're the only one with a studio like this. There's no other streamers really doing what you're doing. If you streamed your whole process, that would be really interesting. And so I said, you know what? Because the pandemic hit us, I could not have people here anymore. Like, the last band I had in here, well, we've had a couple bands in here since then, but before the pandemic, the last band we had one band, and we were recording violin, and it was literally the day they started, like the day after we did that recording, lockdown started. And I remembered, I was like, and then I had this crazy meth head dude in the neighborhood threatening the lives of everybody in the neighborhood, including my own family. And that fucking scared the neighborhood until, like, the cops were always fucking here. This guy was, the pandemic just fucked him up. He went from not doing that shit to doing, him and his son doing heroin and meth, literally. And it was a nightmare for the pandemic and the 2 years that followed. So I couldn't have bands here. It was so hard. Like the guy would be pounding on my house, breaking like it was just insane. And like, yeah, it was just like I couldn't have people here. I had to stop my business because of that. One of that, not only that, but because of the pandemic and the whole like everybody, the social distancing thing, all that stuff. So the business kind of suffered from that point. But I took a new route, and like when I got back in, I was like, I don't know if I want to be like all the rest of these fucking recording studios out here. There's like 2 or 3 other recording studios. I have better gear. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm telling you right now. I do. I do. I'm not even going to go into it. But like, it's not even about the gear. I don't know. I don't want to say it like I'm moving with the times, whereas many of the studios out here have not. Okay. And they're still playing the same old game. And I don't want to play that game anymore. I don't want to play that game anymore of the grind of I love recording artists, but we gotta go in the way of things. Streaming is now the way, not only for movies and all the studios like Paramount. They're going under right now because of the streaming services. Yes, I think they're eventually going to reorganize, and because they have the money, they just don't want to spend money. Like they want to meet their quarter. They're going to go bankrupt. Somebody's going to buy them out. They're going to reorganize. They're going to go in the way of streaming. They're more likely to change with the times, and they have the money to do it. They've got the investors. They've got the contacts to do all these things. So this little window that's open right now, this window while the big industries are still like suffering from their quarterly losses or slimming down and firing staff because of the threat of the streaming companies, that is very real. Well, this is our little window right now to fucking blast through and show ourselves up as independent artists. And that's why streaming, to do it streaming, like the recording, the studio life, the things that also I love to do, like being funny, acting, fucking joking, cooking, all these other things about my life that make my music what it is. And it's like, that's the important thing now. And there's no other way to get it out. You know what I mean? I could go on Instagram and fucking post for months, if not years, my music, and it will only reach fucking so many people. And you know what? Twitch and YouTube's like a sea of entropy. It's very hard, but Twitch has made it a little bit more within like reach. Like I can see the light almost at the end of this tunnel with Twitch. Like I can see the formula. It's a little bit more laid out, the procedures. It's a sticking with it, consistency, gaining a community, making that community, maintaining that community, and being original. And I have all those things, so it's like, okay, it's just one day. I'm not praying. I'm not hoping. I'm just going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, like when Laggy Haggy told me to start streaming, I didn't even bat an eye. I was like, you're fucking right. He was like, dude, you got to fucking start streaming. You got to do this. I didn't even argue with him. I didn't go, dude, I can't. I don't know how to do any of it. I just said, I'm going to learn. I'm going to do it. So I started completely unprepared. I had no idea what I was doing. The cameras weren't working right. A lot of things weren't working right. We still had tech issues, even to this day, that I now know how to get around. But at the time, it was a complete mystery to me. And so, but I was watching all these other stream videos of how to improve your stream. They're like, dude, you're doing the right. Apparently, I'm doing everything that they say to do. Like, who cares about being ready and then streaming? Like, when am I going to be ready? When I'm 50? You know what I'm saying? Just get it out. Just do it and learn as you go. And that was the best decision I ever told myself. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to be a waiter. I'm going to do it. And just, if something goes wrong, I'm going to learn how to fix it right then and there. And then in 5 years, instead of being an expert at this in 5 years, I'll be an expert and a streamer at this at 5 years. So it's like both things. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Nike. It's funny how they don't just pay to keep talent, but they complain that they have no talent working for them. You know, it's also this is another thing is Twitch. Like it's kind of sad that we need subscribers in order to make money. We are working for Twitch if you think about it. Like especially those who are consistently streaming and putting out content. We should get a paycheck, a 9 to fucking 5 pay or however many hours where we're not only on top of the subscriptions, aka commission, right? We should get an hourly wage for streaming, like an hourly wage that's over fucking obviously minimum wage. I would settle for 30 to 40 bucks an hour on that front. You know what I mean? On a start. Like obviously a lot more going forward. You know, I would love a good $75 to $150 an hour. I'm not joking. Basically my rate of doing music production, you know what I mean? So it's like but I'm, you know, Twitch is I don't know when those things right now with all the streaming services, they're able to do these things. They're able to not give actors union benefits. Pretty soon SAG might be out of the fucking picture. You know what I mean? Because the motion picture industry is literally being crushed by the streaming services who can do everything for so much cheaper. With you don't even need Brad Pitt. Who the fuck is Brad Pitt anymore? Nobody wants to see the original crew like of actors anymore. And when they do make way in these new films, they've also had to completely reinvent themselves as actors. You know, like Demi Moore and all themselves with the new show, with that new movie. So it's like they've had to completely reinvent themselves as actors because they are not the stars they used to be, and it's not the fanfare, it's not the like that spotlight that we used to grow up to when we were kids. Now there's just like it's like actors are generally just underpaid workers if you think about it. It's coming down to that. You know, it's coming down to private equity getting their hands, their little dirty fingers on everything. And this is our time right now. This small, I think so. I think by the time this window closes for us, it's still possible for other artists to make way unless other companies exist that can promote artists that are not like Spotify and all the other big fucking tycoons out there that are taking your money and letting you work your ass off for them. There's definitely some things in the works that are going to help artists upcoming, but this window right now, it's only going to be open for so long before Paramount and all these other companies restructure. They have the means. It's not like, oh my God, we're sinking them. No. They're going to sink. They're going to go bankrupt. The government's going to protect them because why? They're a company, and companies are always protected by our capitalist system. They are people more than people are people. You know what I mean? So they are literally going to get bailed out no matter what. You can count on it, and you can count that they are going to make a comeback in the way of streaming services. You know, obviously Netflix is a fucking unbeatable force, but time will tell, especially when these other companies restructure. Who knows? Maybe Netflix buys these companies. Anyways, another rant for the morning. Or are we in afternoon now? Are we in our afternoon? Wow, it's almost okay. You're still in the morning. I've made $20 so far from Twitch. I know it's nothing, but guess what? That $20. I'm not defending Twitch at all. But in the grand scheme of things, they're dangling more money in front of our faces than any of the streaming services so far, other than maybe Patreon, which is a direct thing. But you know, Jacques Kant, the creator of Patreon, and his system, I don't know how long that's going to last. It may be I don't know. I don't know. But I made more money from Twitch than I ever had with Spotify, and that's still nothing. Fucking Beltalowda. My God. Right, we're the Belters, y'all. Always getting fucked over by Earthers. I love those snare rolls. Okay. I think this song should not be this long. Where are we in time? We can make it longer. Once those vocals come in. But what's this? What's this last one? Alright, I don't know, but we don't even have an outro. I like that. It's legatoing a little bit. That sounds cool, but it's off. Where am I? Why am I? Wait. This could be the anti. Boom. Yeah, this is our ending. This is like guitars are getting crazy, you know? And then I think 2 more of these, and then that. Bam. That's it. That's it. Right there. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Super duper. Yep. So wait, that drop? Let me see. Bam, you know what I mean? Let's keep it like that. It's kind of liking these drops, even though they're happening on accident. They kind of add something. We're gonna obviously add more to these drops. Like we've got Bell to Loda here. Probably another one there, I don't know. You know what I mean? This is gonna be like a either like in this space, like either a turntable or like something like something in lower, like whoa, 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 whoa. Well, might have to find that on Splice. Actually, I have a couple samples already of that already. We can make it, but I think this is it. This is it. Let's go outro on that. Now this song is 2 minutes long. Perfect. And then let's fucking get rid of these drums now, because we are about to go fucking record some drums. Oh, man. What time is it? 11:49. Mother of fucks. Let's see if we can get to some feedback, but I really want to... Oh, God. I really want to record drums. Really want to record drums. So let's try to do this. Okay, so let's save. Close. I have to pee again, obviously. Let's undo the patch bay here. So what I'm doing with this patch, why I keep going back and forth to it, is I'm actually, because I was recording a sound from the computer into the DAW, it's that easy, y'all. You know? So let's get to some fucking drum recording. I'll be right back. I just have to pee, and then I'm gonna be set up for drums. Setting up for drums while I'm. Let's see if this chat message is working now. No, still not fucking working. Which is annoying. But whatever. Just hang out in the redwoods, I guess. I don't know. Hang out in the redwoods, y'all. Let's see. BRB.
See the look inside your eyes. I know by now it's not a big surprise. Feel the fire underneath my feet, damning me to hell. Damn yourself as well. On your bully pulpit, speak your mind. Make it public policy in time. We'll have nothing, and feels calling with no escape. Lord, forgiving zealots, kill, pillage, and rape. And I will execute great vengeance upon them. Damning me to hell, damn yourself as well, with no escape. Lord, forgiving zealots, kill, pillage, and rape. Here we go! Here we go! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Yo, growing my hair out. I'm growing it out, so, you know, put on my headband here. right, got me a headband. Got me a headband on my team.
Word is out,
Let's get to some fucking drums, yo.
so teach
All right,
our daughters and sons.
Fuck, I haven't even tuned these.
The word is out that we all are one. The word is out. Individuals show what you
There we go.
can do.
I'm just getting the battering
Love the few.
this microphone. This is a D112. I fucking love the D112, by the way. I've used the Beta 52. My friend let me borrow it for several months, and I actually preferred the D112 over the Beta 52.
What time will come.
You know, AKG, man.
Word is out.
AKG. So let's get the DAW set up, because I really want to get just a couple licks of the drums in here.
Teach our daughters and sons.
I'm like almost tempted to come back tonight and stream drum recording. You know what I'm saying? But
That we
I don't know. So we're gonna be over here. We don't have the 121s on. They're not plugged in, so we're not gonna be using the 121s. But if you look at the DAW, we're gonna be tracking with 5 microphones. So the 112,
individuals.
the 57 on the snare. Overheads are 184s, the Neumanns. Really, I love these microphones on overheads. That's just about it. And then room, I've had them on guitar before. I really like the ribbons on the guitar. The room is a ribbon. It's a 440.
And the many.
And the preamps, the drums. Oh my lord.
Can do to love the few.
Oh my lord.
Individuals show what
So
you
with the inside drum, I like to use maybe a little bit of gain, input gain,
individuals
but not much.
show what you can
Maybe like there and there, and then the second mic is gonna be my snare. I kind of like to slam the snare a little bit, give it a nice little bit of gain. Overhead, I don't like to use gain on the overheads. I like to keep them real natural sounding, and it also, like, the less, you got to choose which microphones are going to be less gain or more gain, and I like to keep the overheads kind of natural sound, more natural sounding, and get a lot of the drive and stuff out of the kick and snare mics. And also the room microphone, I have like moderate level of gain on that. Let's see how this works. This might be too loud. And I put the low Z on with the microphone. Just gives it a little bit more. And then 8 volts for, not all microphones are created equal when it comes to ribbons. Most of them are not phantom power, if not, the vast majority of them are not phantom powered. EA is one of the few companies that has that is phantom power, or actually rather 2 for that matter. Man, I gotta get a dust thing in here. I gotta get the dust thing in here. #1 killer of electric equipment and stuff. All right, so let's see what we can do here. As you can see, the burl, as you can see, it's in the fort. Let me grab my chair, my lawn chair. All right, I sound like. So I'm glad we didn't have to re-record bass. Actually, I feel like we got it, and we're just writing a quick song. And this was a song we made from drums first. So now, like, maybe from this point on, like, acoustic guitar might be a little bit more, like, we play it straight through, essentially. You know what I'm saying? All right, so while you guys are staring at the drums, we're gonna get this set up. We might not be able to do the feedback, guys, so stick with me, keep it in there. We'll try to get to the last. I really want to record these drums right now. Unfortunately, sometimes production just takes precedent. So we're gonna go to our Studio One preferences here. Now, many of y'all who work in the box only don't have to worry about these things, but when you're recording, you got to drop it down to 64. And then most DAWs don't have this feature where you have two options, your audio device block size or buffer size, and there's another block size that's been allocated for dropout for playback, essentially, for processing. Which is interesting too because it's completely separated. So this is what we're really focused on. If I were to have the hardware, the Burl, the PCIe card for the Dante RedNet sound card, I'm using the Dante virtual sound card, so there's no hardware involved. The biggest difference, and I've seen it, is 0.3 milliseconds. Okay, so I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars for a PCIe chassis, and then another $1,000 for the RedNet PCIe card for the Dante sound card, because it's only a difference of 0.3 milliseconds round trip. So the round trip is pretty low, 4.67 milliseconds. If you were to use the PCIe card, it would be like 4.37, something like that. That's not a big difference. You're not going to hear the difference in latency. It's pretty good for that reason. The virtual sound card, yeah, I think it may have its certain issues that that we deal with from time to time, but overall, it's definitely not worth spending $2,000, $3,000 to get that extra 0.3. So next we go here. And we switch this. I can go minimum 64, 64, but I found that like sometimes I just go low, go to 128. I'm not going to hear the difference. Why I do that is because maybe I'm running plugins. I'm not running any. If you look at the mix here, there's no plugins really. I mean, I've got this track silencer which I can deactivate. That's mainly for the drums. Actually, can turn that off for now because we're not mixing. The Pro Qs, all the EQs I use, fine. The Ampeg, this is connected to the UAD satellite, octo satellite, so it's got its own RAM, So, but you got to be careful loading these in as well. Can't use too many of them as well. They do affect the when you're recording. So I go very minimal. I try to be very minimal, especially with like reverbs. When I'm recording, I'll use, even like for the most part, the Pro Q3 by FabFilter, pretty good in terms of running it while recording a song. It does not have any issues. It doesn't like really drain CPU. Same with the DAW, their stock EQs and stuff like that, and stock reverbs. I would rather use these when I track than use any of my Altiverb or really powerful reverb plugins. I save those for mixing, and I just want to get the general idea. So I'll use these stock plugins for now when I track. It saves you CPU. You don't want to load, especially when you're tracking, you really don't want to load a lot of plugins. Make a few EQs to shape the sound, that's fine. I like to generally shape the sound on the way in, believe it or not, especially with guitar. That's why we have two signals. We have the DI signal for in case I want to reshape it, and we have a shaped signal that's going in, so I don't have to do a lot of work in the mixing stage. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to these drums now. It seems like let's hear how playback goes. Okay, we got good playback. Okay, that's good. All right, we're gonna now record drums to this. We got our click track on. We gotta set our headphones actually. Let's send our headphones. So we go to the patch bay here, and I want the headphones over by the drums to work. So I'm just gonna plug in an output. In this case, we're just gonna stick with what we normally with our Burl Vancouver, and actually go into headphones number 4. And that's this machine right here, the PreSonus HP60. So I have 6 channels, 6 individual stereo mixes. When you buy a headphone amplifier, they're extremely expensive when you want to go for monitoring. If you have a studio, you buy an Aviom that's just for one person, that's $2,000, okay? We're not doing that. We bought the PreSonus HP60 for that reason. I don't think there's many other headphone amplifiers out there that individually can do this. So for each input, it has its own stereo output, which you could send to the artist, right? There's another company called Art that makes a headphone amplifier, but there's only 2 outputs, but there's 6 inputs. That means everybody's going to hear the same mix. Everybody's going to get their own individual mix. There's wall panels all over the studio that have connections that are connected to these outputs for each respective channel. 1 through 6 stereo, so that's actually 1 through 12. There's 12 channels total if you think about it when it comes to stereo. And I control their mixes in Studio One, okay, through the outputs. And Studio One's fucking amazing like that. I can just click on the outputs here. See, there's this little F1. You click on F1, and then boom, all the outputs, which could be outputs 1 and 2 are my mix, for example, and then 3 and 4 all the way to 13 and 14. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mixes, 6 stereo mixes. So all of these from output 3 to output 14 are my stereo mixes for 6 artists. I can split a stereo signal with a mic split, with a headphone splitter. It's going to degrade the signal, but in case we maybe have 7 artists, I can do that. I've done it before. Or you can send the artist a mono mix, and then you separate the mixes that way. But most people want to hear it in stereo, especially when they're monitoring their own music and the music played in their ears. And it makes them feel like they're more in the moment, you know? So let's get these drums down. We've got the click track on. Oh my God, that click track is super slow, yo. Is that gonna be loud in my headphones? Probably. Let's hear it. Let's see if we don't even have the headphones plugged into that wall, do we? All right, let's plug them in. Let's plug them in. Let's plug them in. Oh, is it this wall? Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Let's go get the headphones. I should use these headphones, not for drums. I should be using my other ones because I've burned the ear pads off with my... Dude, I'm like the Alien movie. I've got my sweat is literally acid, and it burns ear pads off within a few months. All right, let's see how we do. Hopefully these drums are tuned enough to get this right. MJ at the Grammy in '88 is phenomenal. I just want to thank my manager. I just want to thank Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman for believing in me. Thanks, Corey. Thanks, Macaulay. All right, here we go. MJ, I remember that, by the way, in '80. I remember that. I was 8 years old when I saw that. Fucking Michael Jackson was, dude, fuck, Thriller. Dude, not even Thriller. Actually, when I was a kid, my favorite song as a kid was Smooth Criminal. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. By the way, why does Corey Feldman do this? Why is he doing what he's doing? Howdy! Dropping a little while you working? What are you dropping, like acid? Uh-oh, not at work now. Hello? Okay, that's working. I'm looking for one more cable here. Trying to find the right I don't think I need any more. I think we are solid. All right, let's get over to these drums. Beautiful drums. Tamistar Classics. Japanese birch. Okay? 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 Japanese birch, okay? Okay, turning off the fan. Everything is looking good. Do I have to pee again? So welcome in, those of y'all are here. We're going to be recording some drums. Oh, you know what? Good point. So we got to set up the drums. This is I know I keep talking about this, but this is the second iPad ever made. Second iPad. So they came out with the Air after they came out the original iPad, and then this came out. And it still fucking works with Studio One. It's amazing. And boom. See, look at that camera. So I can control Studio One with this iPad, as you hear. Okay, so that I use this because when I'm over at the drums and you don't have one of these days I'm gonna have AI in here. And AI, by the way, you could do this with like chatbot, to where it can, I don't know to the extent of where it can control Studio One. That's why, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I might, look, I love Studio One. I'm not going to lie. I love the program. But as you guys know, private equity bought the program a few months ago. Fender. The company who bought Studio One is Fender. But it's not, Fender's no longer Fender, guys, okay? Fender became private equity in after the 70s. You know, when Reagan was in power, everybody thought he was awesome, but no, he isn't. He wasn't. Reagan fucking screwed this country more than just anybody, really, for our modern times. The reason private equity is so fucking unhinged today is because of Reagan. Okay? Reagan was the beginning of all that, the leverage buyouts of the 80s, right? So that's when Fender was bought out by Servco Pacifica, and that company still owns Fender. So obviously they're like, this is an icon. We're not gonna thrash the business. Some private equity firms, are actually interested in maintaining a company. There are some ones out there that are actually in service to the business, but very few and far between, I want to say, on that front. But I know I'm kind of digressing, but this is all going to come full circle, okay? So Studio One got bought out by Fender. So I don't know what that means. That's all I'm trying to say. Is I do not know the future of Studio One. And that's why I want to get acquainted with Reaper, because if I were to do another DAW, it would be Reaper. The amount of control you have over your layout, just the interactability with AI, the way you can even just program it. I do believe you probably, if you're smart enough, can do some things with Studio One. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think Studio One's open source, right? So, yeah. If it is open source, let me know, because I don't know if it is an open source. I don't think it is. So yeah, I just kind of feel like in the future, I think Reaper might be the more stable option, especially with the sound card, with OBS. I mean, because some of these issues with sound could be due to Studio One. Who knows? It will happen only with the DAW, when we like click it off and the DAW working with OBS. So it may be Studio One. I don't know. We're gonna have to get down to the bottom of it. But anyways, on that note, I know I'm talking too much and I'm supposed to be recording drums, but you got to get amped out when you record drums. You just got to. Do I have an ass? Meaning ass. Okay, ass folder. Yes. Log to drums? Yes. We got ASSfold. That's what ASS is my acronym for Advanced Scene Switcher. See? Advanced Scene Switcher. You guys thought I was doing porno, huh? I wasn't doing porno. Okay, let's see. So we got this microphone. We're going to set up that. We're going to be over the drums. We're going to set up this microphone right here. Is probably not going to see me yet, but I'm just kind of walking around the room, setting up this little microphone here. Not so little. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to walk. I'm mute. This is the only kind of mic stand you can really do this with. It's called a latch lake. They're fucking expensive, but ain't no other microphone stand gonna be holding this ribbon. Let's just put it that way. This ribbon is far too valuable. I've already dropped it once. Not me. The mic stand actually fell forward. It was. By the way, guess which mic stand it was? Guess which mic stand? Guess. Take a wild guess. It was an ultimate support stand. Yes. Those big ones with the big basses, the big heavy bass, ultimate support stands. Yeah, it was that. It fell forward. It couldn't hold it. I was actually too afraid to use those stands because of their mechanism. By the way, if you've ever looked at ultimate support stand, I have two of them. I have one over there for my U87, which it's fine. This is a little heavy, so it actually, once you make that boom go too far forward, the ultimate support stand just comes crashing down, and that's what happened to this. And the thing is ribbon microphones. Here's another reason to buy them. They are super cheap to replace if they fall and break. The grill was the only thing that was damaged. The ribbon was not damaged at all. And the ribbon's like this little thin piece of foil that you buy. Like, I guess this company was in Italy or is in Italy, but it's like, they buy it from Italy. This foil is very thin. And it's like it's like, your ear, your diaphragm, whatever. The eardrum thingy, whatever you fucking call it. I forgot. I didn't go to med school, okay, guys? Sorry. My anatomy's a little off right now. Okay, so I want to have this we can have it far away, but I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer. And so these latch lake stands are imperative, man. If you have expensive microphones, the U87, I know it's okay there with the ultimate support stand. But those ultimate support stands, I've had two of them, and both of them broke the same way, okay? They broke on the boom hinge. So see this little, I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but this little hinge here, okay? This is this little skinny plate of composite metal. It's not even full. It's like literally zinc. It's a composite. It's just a mix of different things. Probably a little bit of plastic, I would assume, in the mix. But it's super thin. It's only about a quarter of an inch thick. Okay, and that's the one thing that is preventing this boom arm from falling off the mic stand. The rest of the stand is solid. The pole leading up to everything, it's solid. It's just this little mechanism, the boom arm, the swivel, that if you put too much pressure, you can crack this. I've cracked 2 of them. I'm not joking. I've cracked 2 of them. And it's like a zinc. It's some kind of composite, because when it cracked, it didn't look like a like metal. Metal wouldn't crack like that. And you would see it looked like it was like sand. It was like sandpaper. It was like you could see all the different little particles in there. It's like, just, you know what I'm saying? When you get like those composite dude, one time I got screws for this shed that I was building, and the screws looked like metal, and they were actually plastic spray painted silver. Crazy, right? Imagine you build a house with screws that are made out of plastic. My God, where are we going? All right, let's go with the ass folder and log to drums and get over to these drums. We're going to spend, I don't know if we're going to be able to get some feedback today, guys. But I know we're going to have some fun playing drums, so let's do that. Okay, we got all the tracks armed. Oh, we need to arm the overheads. Okay, overheads are armed. I hope I got a loud enough settings. This is generally what I do anyways on the drums. Yeah, the snare, I think 5. We're going to drive that snare. And yeah, overheads maybe no gain, and just output. And then the room mic, a little bit of gain. Let's put it on 2. And output like 7 or so. And we're using the Burl B1s, 4 B1 inputs and 1 B1D for the ribbon microphone. So now we are set up for a little bit of drum recording. We haven't recorded drums in a fucking while, y'all. Like on stream. Like I'll play them, you know, I'll play them. Yesterday I had a good have at it. I've kind of redesigned the drums too. You know, I found a stand for this tom, so I can put like it right here and make it lower. And then I, you know, made this. I don't like this on the. I really don't like the tom on this kick drum the way it is. But I bought these drums for like $250 from my friend, and he bought them off Craigslist. So they've been around. They've been worked. And they're great. They're Birchwood Tama Star Classic. So, all right, we're gonna turn off this radio mic here, so you guys don't get smashed. Oh shit, my phone. Let me get my phone so I can read chat. Thanks. I think somebody came in. It looks like black, or it could be core. But you guys both have the same color associated with your name, so. Stangle there. Yo, Soundbites! It's now TV, even though it's on Twitch. Exactly. Exactly, Sanko. It's not, it's, you know, I was just, you know why I did that? I did it because, WBR was weird. Like, as you all know, everybody here knows, at least those of you who have been here a while, knows it stands for Wild Boar Recording. But But still, when people like refer to me, like when I go to other people's streams, you know what's kind of funny is when another streamer and they're like you raid them and maybe for the first time and they go, "Oh hey, what's up, soundbites underscore WBR," and I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like, just say soundbites. Bro's a drummer. Yeah, right, bro. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it. I'm a fucking. I am such a. I don't want to cast myself in a bad light, but I'm not a drummer. But I'm a songwriter. You know. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Hello. All right. I have the other mic turned off now. There we go. I need a fucking quesadilla. I need a quesadilla for my drums. I really do. I need to get a quesadilla. It's so funny. I can afford a quesadilla. Okay, I can afford one. They're not that expensive, but for some reason I still haven't bought a quesadilla. Isn't that weird? I can afford. I just spent money yesterday on some Waves plugins. By the way, the Waves plugins are on sale for $19 fucking dollars. Get them. They're like $19 right now. And they're great. I was using their X noise yesterday, you know, for live recording if you don't want to hear an amp's white noise. It was so great. It's like they updated it or something. Ooh, that probably hurt you. Okay. Sounds kind of cool. I feel a little vibration from this tom, kind of because it's resting on the kick. What's this hitting? All right. Lifting you up. We're not going to use you anyhow. There we go. I'm hearing latency. You know why? I forgot one thing, guys. I wish I see. This is where AI can come in. That's why I'm gonna get that fucking chatbot thing, because I'm gonna go, hey, chatbot. Whenever I say this phrase, fucking go, aw. You know what I mean? I know I can do it. I know I can. So I still gotta go here, guys. I forgot one extra step. Hurricane Tortilla. Tortilla, by the way. I know, but I'm just saying the white version of it. Okay, so we gotta change this. If you guys are familiar with this software, this omnibus, I forgot to change one thing. This. So it's still at 2048. So this is the difference between loopback, the loopback software. If many of you guys understand what loopback is, it's a internal routing, virtual routing software. Omnibus is the same thing, but the layout's a little bit more, I'd say user friendly, and then you can change the sample rate. I'm sorry, not the sample rate, the buffer size. The sample Omnibus sample rate, yeah, you can change the sample right here, but you can also change the buffer size. I have this set to 96K, and then buffer size I set to 128. Just to avoid any issues. 128 is perfect for recording. I'm recording at 64, but what that's doing is actually processing and playing and routing at 128. So it's tricky, but and the only reason I know this is because I fucking had issues and I had to figure it out. So I had to figure it out first, and then, as you know, trial and error. That's been this since I started streaming. You know how much I fucking learned. I swear, it's a completely different language. Oh my god, you guys couldn't even hear me. I didn't even have my mic on. Sorry guys. I was talking about Omnibus. What you saw me changing, you might have heard me slightly in the background. But so Omnibus, that routing software I have, like Loopback, it's the same thing. The only difference is Omnibus is a little bit more user-friendly layout. Well, it depends on who you are. If you like spaghetti and patching things in like a synth person from the Golden Shrimp Guild, then Loopback might be more user-friendly. But like the Omnibus is just set out like a grid, you know what I mean? So it's easier for me to like kind of route. But it also, the biggest difference that I've seen with Omnibus in comparison to Loopback is that Omnibus you can change sample rate and you have buffer size control. And so right now I'm recording 64, 128, 64 for recording, like your buffer size. And then Studio One allows you to process it at 128 for playback. But you're not going to hear the difference. Especially, I can process at 64, but I'd rather do it at 128 because I have plugins loaded, or especially when you're streaming, I think you get less hiccups and digital pops on your end if I'm doing just a bit more. So that's why Omnibus I set to 128 for recording purposes. All right, so now there's no delay. We're good now. Hey, let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's should we delete? Did we delete those? Let's delete that. Oh no, we're good. All right, let's go. Make it louder. Make it louder. Actually, can make it louder in general. Let me make my headphones louder. Man, sorry guys, I'm just if I had a goddamn fucking apprentice in here or some kind of assistant, it would be a little easier. Like a Padawan. I'd have a recording Padawan. You know what I mean? It's just me. You gotta go back and forth. Like an asshole. Like an asshole. Holy. All right. Hurricane Tortilla. Hey, that sounds like a good band name there, Ricky. Ricky, it sounds... Hurricane Tortilla sounds like an... man. That could be a little project for us. Hurricane Tortilla. Ricky Akimbo. I like it. And sound bites. This is what you guys got to deal with right now. Come on. Hello. Fuck, why do you keep turning off, good phone? Why do you keep turning off? Objectively me's jamming. Phone, don't turn off. Stay with me. Stay with me, phone. Okay. See, this is the thing I'm working off. That rebound. Need to put some WD-40 on there. Getting some squeaks. I don't know about the song structure yet. Let me hear the beginning. I need to like start off like right away. Dun da da. Okay, so still practicing, guys. Still practicing. Click is off. Click's off. Click is off. Click is off. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. The click is off. I am off. I'm not able to follow the click because the click's in a different. Let me see. I think I put the song. May the force be with you. And also with you, sir. Also with you. All right, so where am I? So we got to delete that. That was crap. All of it was crap. I'm crap. Oh yeah, look at where we're starting. Shit, that's why. Fuck me. Fuck me, mate. Fuck me, mate. Oh fucking A, mate. What do? I start on the wrong key, mate. Shat on the turtle. Why can't I move it, mate? What's going on here? Okay, now we start on bar 2. That was the reason I was fucking up too. I'm not blaming that reason. I genuinely do suck at drums, but that was the reason. Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. That's where I want to hear. Boom. Cheerio, sir. Cheerio, stay. Time is it? 12:39? Well, I'll say, mate. All right, that was dumb. I gotta do better. Gotta do better. Okay, so objectively me, we've got it. Okay, I was off. I want to make my click track higher for some reason. What's this? Why are we in mono on my main outs? That's weird. We had a little bit of a mononucleosis. Does that not work? Mononucleosis? Hey, what if you get sick with stereonucleosis? You ever think about that? You ever think about that? Stereonucleosis? Think about it. Woo! All right. Back to the grind. You can't be perfect every day. Oh, my God. You are a gem. I took that as a compliment. You're saying that every other day I'm perfect? Bam. Right there for you. Okay. I have to, speaking of perfect, I'm not perfect. Perfect people don't have to urinate so frequently. God damn it, why isn't that thing working? Okay, guys, do you think I can pee in time for you to hear this dad joke? Let's see.
Why can't you trust advice from somebody who's sleeping? Because they're liars.
Worry, guys. I'm washing my hands. Hands are washed. See, I use, oh, look, it's complete darkness. Complete darkness. There's only one Stones Bites. One day you will run so efficiently you won't have to create waste. You're so right. My God. I agree with you. I agree. It's gonna take a couple years, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. All right, let's get our asses over to these drums. Turn off the speakers too, because wow, if you don't turn off those, you know how many times I've done that recording? I can't even fucking tell you how many times. All right, let's go get some water in us. Oh, yeah, that feels good on my internal organs. Like, I'm literally skimming by right now. I have these so packed into the corner. Why? Because I don't give a shit about drummers. Okay? If a drummer comes here, just know that we're going to pack you into this little fucking corner here because I just don't give a shit. I need the room, drummer. Hey, you have the most gear here, drummer. I know you make the song go, drummer, but still, you take up a lot of space and I have to plan for it, drummer. So, you know, you take forever to set your stuff up at gigs, drummer. Oh my God, click is high. Click's high. I don't know if you might be able to pick that click up. Let me lower the click. Good thing I can lower it from here. Gotta fire that fucking drummer! Fire that drummer! No. We're coming back to this. We're coming back to this. We're coming back to this. Nope. No. 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 We're gonna practice this tonight. Now that we got it all set up, this is practice. I don't want to pain you. Yeah, I can be fixed in post for sure. I definitely can be fixed in post. However, let me light these candles. There you go. I lit them. Hold on, I got a lighter here. There we go. All right. Yeah. So I like to get it right, not only for like the fun of it. It's like so fun when you get into it, and we can get into it. It's just I need to practice like for a couple hours, basically. And that's, by the way, that's how this stream used to run. We would do it 100 times. I'm not joking. If the first stream, if you can catch it, it's on. I'll post it on YouTube. I'll do like a reunion video, a recap video. I think I'm gonna do because all my stuff is like privately. I've got some stuff on you. I stream to both platforms at the same time. The reason being is because YouTube just holds all my everything, all my content. It doesn't delete it. So, it's like basically a repository, a hard drive, if you will, instead of my computer. So, I need to practice this. I really like to get in the groove. But back in the days, that's what we did. The first streams we did, like Polly People Lean was the first song I fucking released on stream. And let me show you it real quick while I'm getting this other thing loaded. But Polly People Lean was the first song that we released on stream. Not my first release, but... And it was like over a fucking 100 takes. If you want to hear the whole song, after you're done, you can hear it in there, right there, if you just go to the Spotify. But yeah, this song I actually started on the mode. That sound you hear is the mode. And then I played bass with it. And yeah. It's kind of, yeah. Yes. Kind of got those vibes for sure. Excuse me. But like this song that we're working on today, we're gonna take a break from it. I think I'm gonna get some more drums down it. This is the song that I'm going to be releasing soon. This is the most near done song so far. We're almost there with this. I did some changes. And I just got to load them. It's already a lot of... See, this song has so many plugins on it already that I don't think it would behoove me to go re-record. But if I did re-record, I would render all my tracks first, Whoa. All the processing done, all the plugins, I would probably render them and bounce them down, or I would just record everything to like a stereo file and then record vocals on a separate session altogether. Those are kind of the workarounds. But sometimes when you load too many plugins in advance, you know. So this is the song we're about to release, actually. So let me actually change it. Let me change this back. So this is the point where everything goes to shit when I go back. So let's try it. And then here and set this to 2048. And now see what happens. Okay, we're good. Whew. And you know what? I might as well fucking... We might get like a little bit of feedback in for everybody. If you have a song, we might be able to get to it today. Here it is.
Tonight we fly over your sky.
Yeah, it's kind of got some Alice in Chains vibes right there.
From the second the sun goes
And then
down,
obviously this is not them.
moment of the sunrise. The light absorbed by pain, inflicted by scrolling. When I wake, oops, I did it again. Social media has rendered us as slaves, not difficult to comprehend. I said tonight we fly over your skies, brothers and sisters. I'd like to give you a piece of my mind. See, I've been around this great big world, and I can't say most people were kind. When I see the world in pain, inflicted by crime and corruption, I feel like bleeding now. All I wanna do is spread my wings of love, fly over your dark cloud.
You are absolutely right, Sago. No, you're 100% right. Needs more discipline. Yeah, I need to tighten these soldiers up, so to speak. They need to get in line. We could do that real quick with the vocals. Let's try it. Using one and no other than... I love this fucking plugin, by the way, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Okay? You go to your edit window. No. You go to your song. No. You go to track. No. You go to your event. No. You go to your audio. Yes. That's where you'll see vocal line. Let's try it out. Okay. You are at the wrong window. There you go. Get down there. Okay, so this is vocal line, guys. Really useful. Fucking saves you hours. Needs more bass. I agree. It's the bass has been a difficult one on this project because, well, I got a DI signal of the bass and I've got... Oh, you know what? This is the one where we did the bass thing. Okay, so as you can see here, look at the bass. I'm automating it. So at this point, if you look in the Studio One here, I've automated the bass, that Ampeg. So I have a DI signal, right? I always record bass with 2 channels, a DI and through the pedal boards or the amp head or whatever. And with the DI signal, I activated it to have a plugin on it, this Ampeg B15, which is awesome. And I put the B15 on the DI channel strip, and what happens is it just gives the bass a real fuzzy, really gritty sound. And I have it activated only during the choruses. But still, if we listen to the bass on its own, pretty fucking thick. Now, yeah, we got it. It's definitely been a tricky thing for me to try to get this to sit well. You know what I mean? It's been tricky. It's definitely been tricky. Reason being is because some of these notes on the bass are literally in conflict with my kick. And it's going to take some carving. It's going to take some finagling in order to get it to come out right. So, but we're not even in like, we're in like a preliminary. It's funny because we're kind of, this is the kind of song, there's so many different steps I've taken. Like this, when we first started it, we started it on acoustic guitar. Like the whole song actually exists in its entirety on acoustic guitar. And here's the acoustic guitar. It's not the lead, but where is it? There it is, right here. So I didn't like really cut out ends of the acoustic guitar. I just muted them. But the whole song from start to finish is really, actually back in the days, I played this on a 12-string guitar, believe it or not. But I even simplified that down to a 6-string. And I was like, you know what? I want to keep it groovy and keep a lot of space in there. So I muted out this after I recorded the song and got the structure down. I did some guitar and bass over it. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know if the acoustic guitar should be in the entire song. I think it should come in and out. And the intro, we're still working it. The intro's a little weak sauce. You know, to be honest, it's a little weak. It's got those fucking Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young style vocals, really old school, kind of classic rock style vocals, you know. But the acoustic guitar behind, it needs a little bit more. I think it's just got, that's the intro. We're going to put some ambience in there. We're going to do something, but it's not done yet. It's just kind of a skeleton. You know, all this is really skeletons. Here, I like when I reverse it here. And then going right into no guitar. It's kind of, it's like, how do we wrap this guitar up? It's like we got the guitar in there in the intro, and then if it can't just suddenly stop. It's weird if it does that. So wrapping it up via reversing it really fucking does some wonders, and it kind of lets it go into this next section of the song, verse 1. And then we take out the acoustic guitar, and then we bring the acoustic guitar back during the choruses. And perhaps maybe in this area, I haven't decided yet, but I am definitely going to keep it in the choruses. Funny thing is, you don't really hear them, which you're not really supposed to in a way. You're supposed to just kind of get the vibe from them. That's, you know, when mixing doesn't necessarily mean you have to have everything audible. Some things you might sound, sometimes you lose the vibe when you start to hear something. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I hear the acoustic guitar now. It's a little bit more powerful. It's taking over the vibe of the song. Sometimes it tucked away in the back the way it should be. Sometimes is like going to give the vibe. It's all about the vibe. It's not about any one particular instrument. However, that does not. We're going to exclude the kick on that and the snare. Those have to stick out. They're a major source. They are a mile. You know, they are your points of reference. See, you know, like bam, dude, going right into that.
Tonight we fly over your sky.
See, like our bass, once I go over this threshold of 12 here in this mix, generally, it starts to kind of become less defined. So I'm still working it, trying to carve it out, make it sound. We did something so far, like a little mid-range scoop a little bit, but a lot of stuff is going on right here, which is useful. So, you know, just got to listen to it a bunch of times, and then at one point we're going to make it pop. But let's see. Let's raise the, first we're going to, we could do a couple different things, by the way. Especially if you're like worried about the low end of those bass notes, like the really, like the bottom end of the bass. What we could do, we could try some like upward compression for some of those notes. But it seems to me that right now they're not an issue. They might be an issue.
Tonight we fly over your skies. From the second the sun goes down to the moment of the sunrise. The light absorbed by pain inflicted by scrolling. When I wake, oops, I did it again. Social media has rendered us. Tonight we fly over your skies. From the second the sun goes down to the moment of the sunrise. The light up.
Now, you see what I did? I raised, it's another way around this whole problem with the low end. Like, you know, we can't really do much right here. This is really where my kick and my snare are hitting. I've got a little bump there for the bass, but any more than that, I would probably run risk of colliding. I'm already colliding a little bit, as enough as it is. I've got like a mild, this track spacer here, mild side chain going on. Actually, did I even set it up? Yeah. So I've got a mild side chain going on. As you can see here, let me show you where, see, it's kind of carving out.
Tonight we fly over your skies.
This, by the way, this track spacer is a really cool sidechain plugin. Not that expensive at all. Be careful though when you purchase these things, because they'll throw other things in your cart along with it. And like, oh, while you're getting this, why not get this? You know, so be careful. But the plugin, also the track, the silencer. This do I have one on here? No. By Blacksall Audio, pretty dope gate. I don't use gates much, but this is, I mean, a pretty simple gate though. It doesn't have an overhead preset, but it's pretty cool. Like, it does definitely do it sounds so natural. It works for what it is. But again, with this company, you got to be careful when you purchase your item. They're going to throw another item near your checkout, your cart, and it's going to act as if it's almost going to be like you walking through this, like, you know, like Fry's electronics store, you know, and you're about to go to the register, and all of a sudden you're presented with all these little tchotchkes, gum, these little flashlights, all these little unnecessary items before you check out. they kind of hit you with that. But the DAW is good. The plugin is actually pretty good, pretty useful, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, very useful. I use it all the time. Even now, I was like, sometimes I like the bleed with drums, sometimes I don't. You know, sometimes I want a little bit more control over the individual components of the drum. So it's a sidechain. Yeah, you use it with the sidechain. Cool thing about Studio One is you can sidechain almost a lot of the plugins. The UAD plugins, you can't. Like, for example, if I throw this Neve 88 RS, awesome fucking, I used to use this thing like religiously. And I still use it from time to time because it's like an all-in-one plugin. But you can't see the sidechain feature is not available on the UAD plugins for some reason. Waves plugins you can do it with, I believe. Any other, like the Pro Q, you can sidechain, right? See, like right here, the features there. You can Studio One allows that to be sidechained. But unfortunately, the Neve stuff, you can't. It's not available up here. But it has its own internal sidechain, which is this little button here. Once you power on, obviously, the item, you know, you activate these sections, like the gate and all that stuff. And the sidechain feature is a sidechain EQ, which basically, in a sense, works, it's kind of working backwards. Like, you look at this, and like, you know how you want to raise the level of something here? When you have this activated, basically raising the level, especially when you have this this button engaged, pre-dynamics. So that's like all this section here. Your dynamics are right here, and your sidechain EQ, I think it's connected to this section, or this link right here, this button right here, link for sidechaining. And then I believe so, but I know that it's like working backwards. I don't use it that often. I used to use it every once in a while, but because it wasn't available, like Studio One makes it for the other plugins, I tend to like not use it, you know. But you could sidechain against its own like frequencies in here, for like maybe you want less 120 when the kick drum hits, right? And you have 120 in your bass frequencies, but so you would put this over at 120, and then you the Q is like the amount of area surrounding that 120 you want to be involved in the sidechain, or even in EQing in general. And then you would, instead of raising it, what raising it does is how much the sidechain's actually going to activate. So that's like, it's kind of counterintuitive because you're one, you know, the one knob. Like, I haven't used a Neve console 80 RS before, and I'm certain if there is a sidechain button, then you click the knob or something, or there's a mechanism to like let you know, biofeedback, to let you know that the knob has secondary functions. But it's kind of not. It's kind of counterintuitive when it comes to the, you know, the emulator. But but that doesn't mean that this plugin isn't badass. This plugin's so good. It's such a good plugin. And I should use more. I should use it more often. But I've decided, you know, it's not really about the plugins anymore. And when I do use these kind of emulative plugins, I will actually. What time is it? 13:10. Okay, so we might have to end up stream here. When I do use emulative plugins like these. And this is emulative, right? This is non-linear, okay? This is a non-linear plugin. This is a linear EQ, right? This is linear. It's not emulating anything, okay? This is non-linear. It is emulating something that has characteristics that are not linear. That's what gives it the really amazing sound and characteristics that these consoles, these Neves, and the, you know, some compressors and some EQs have, like the Pultex, for example, right? The Pultex are non-linear EQs, but you want that sound because that's the characteristics. That's what's important about it. But they do run risk at digital artifacts, especially if you're working in a lower sample rate, like 44, for example. You will run into artifacts if you're pushing these machines too hard. That's why I like to record everything in 96. It gives it a little bit more wiggle room with your plugins. Oh, dog moment. Let's get, where are the dogs? Where are the doggies? Doggies! Come here. Come here. Come here, doggies. Come here. Oh, over here. Come here. Up. 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 Come here. Up. Good boy. Good boys. We'll give you the dog moment. Dog moment before we end the stream. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, that's not the dogs. There they are. There one is. Hey, it says dog. Not plural, it's singular. So there you go. I could have showed you the I didn't mean to interrupt you. No, you're good. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. I'm not at all. No, you're good. Totally okay. Fun stream, like it was fun. Today was a fun day. Like I said, we're gonna keep improving the stream as time goes on, the years pass. I can only imagine what next year. I don't want to really think about next year. I want to be more in the moment with all this. But I'm excited about it. You know, I'm excited. I might be back tonight, by the way, to do some gaming. I know it's not really a popular thing for me, but I figured maybe tonight I'll do some gaming. I might also I might stream again tonight, just these drums. I'm not certain. Maybe I'll practice, or maybe I'll just stream it. I haven't decided yet. But whether I stream tonight or not is up in the air. I might. It's you know, we got nothing to do tomorrow except for kind of editing and working on a few things for you know post stream activities. But yeah, we're getting there with this song, y'all. We are getting there with this song. I'm all over the place right now. We started talking about the knee. How much time do we got left? We got yeah, like 6 minutes or so. Or let's just, you know what? Let's try to keep working for just a hint longer. Yeah, you know what I mean. Reebok headband, you know it. Because I was playing drums just a minute ago, Ricky. We had another big L out of my attempt. But I want to practice this song tonight. Not this one. The one we were actually playing earlier. This is the one that I just loaded not too long ago. But it's kind of like, we're still working it. Kind of mixing and writing at the same time. One of those vibes. So we're good here.
Tonight we fly over your skies. From the second the sun goes down to the moment of the sunrise. The light up.
Muted. I'm muted. I'm muted. I'm muted. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a little bit of upward compression here. That's the cool thing about Fab Filter. It's also so the Studio One. It has its EQ is a lot like this with the dynamic view and functionality. But I love this freaking EQ so much. Just the design, the look of it, the way it's laid out. It's just Studio One's by no means isn't bad, but this one's a lot more surgical, and yeah, it's a lot better. Well, we're going to do some upward compression. See, we got some upward compression on some of the low end here. As it gets lower, sometimes we start to hear the sound kind of decrease in volume, and I kind of wanted to keep it consistent. Maybe a little too much, though. And let's drop it. And let's drop this, since now... Let's see.
Tonight we fly over your skies. From the second the sun goes down to the moment of the sunrise. The light absorbed by pain inflicted by scrolling. When I wake, oops, I did it again. Social media has rendered us as slaves, not difficult to comprehend. Tonight, I said tonight.
Those guitars, I want them to thin out a little bit. This is where we got this lead guitar here, and then we've got so this is my guitars. It's kind of insane. I've got an itch on my back and I cannot get it. I wish I still had that back scratcher my mother-in-law bought me or gave me. Oh God, why did I throw that thing away? Oh, because it broke, that's why. So what I'm using, by the way, for a guitar to get that boxy kind of sound, it's kind of the surfer vibe kind of a sound. I'm using no other than a fucking pig nose. This thing is badass sometimes. It gets you, like, it gets very specific, you know? Very specific. This is actually Laggy Haggy's, and he's left it, he left it here. And I take good care of their gear. I take good care. If people leave stuff here, I take good care of it. Better care than they ever could themselves. Okay? It's an oldie, but a goodie. Thank you, Laggy Haggy. I'll take good care of it. So that's what I used. And I recorded several. 1320. Several takes of this, okay? I mean, not several takes, but several, you know, to get that stereo. So here's my acoustic guitar. There's 2 channels. And I liked, so by the way, the reason I've got them panned 73, like that, at that point, if I go anywhere beyond 73, we start to see phase issues with the guitar. So I have this little thing called a phase meter. I think most dolls have them. But if the phase drops to a negative correlation, then it's bad. We're out of phase. So we want to keep it going in the positive correlation route. And once I go, you could literally visualize that. You can literally visualize that in the mix as you're panning the guitar. So this is the threshold, 73 for me. Okay, until I start seeing, and these aren't 2 microphones on one guitar. These are completely separate recordings. Okay, I did that on purpose. I did different just to give it a little bit of texture. And same with all these guitar takes, except for the lead, the DI. The DI signals with all these guitar takes, I have 2 DI signals, right? And these were 2 microphones on the cabinets. right? I think. But they were all separate takes. And then the two microphones, the 121 and the 57 actually, not the 58. 57. They're together. They're tuned left. They're not panned like 57 left, 121 right. They're all panned in their own. I wanted to keep it strong that way. And then these channels, the DI channels, they actually are on automation. See here, read, for the mutes to come off, and then they activate the Marshall. And that, I mean, I'm fucking, look at what I'm doing. I'm blasting this thing. I'm really just hitting it as hard as I can. And then that's just for the choruses. So a lot of automation already going into this. I generally don't work this way when it comes to automation. It just depends on the project, to be honest. These kind of things, automating like an amp or a plugin, like activating, are fine for me. The automations that I will not do until very, very last moment, if any, is like the fader. I hate automating faders. Because later on you want to like adjust something and you want control of the fader and you're like, oh shit, I forgot it's automated. So whatever I'm doing doesn't matter, you know? So I hate automating faders. And in fact, I rarely do. But if I do that, and Studio One has another cool feature, it's like a safeguard. Because if you have all of your, like, for example, if you've automated your bus, right? All your channels, including your bus channels, right? The faders, for example, then what happens is you lose control of your bus mix. So if you really want to have control over it, Studio One lets you know that you got one final step before it goes out, and that's your actual outputs. So the buses are being sent to the outputs. These are the outputs. And I have another stage of control essentially with these outputs to control the gain staging of my mix. It's a really cool feature. I don't know a lot of DAWs if that do this, you know. If they are, let me know. I think Pro Tools may have an output section if I remember correctly, and they're like kind of emulating that. But it's a really cool feature, especially when you're using automation and you just have no more options. Or maybe your mix is too loud and you've got everything set and you want to just finalize everything and just set your lower it up on the output end. It's just really versatile. Anyways, it's 13:24. I got to get out of here, y'all. It was fucking great dealing with you. You hear this? It was great dealing with you guys today. It was just great dealing with you, chat. It was just so great. No, it was fun, guys. Thank you for all the time and love, and just tune in for Feedback Friday. We might be doing some surprise streams in between, guys. We might be doing some surprise streams. Okay, I'm not gonna say we are, not gonna say we're not, but it might end up happening. So in the form of gaming, or in the form of maybe working on a little bit more music, some recording sessions with the drums, just straight recording. Sorry we could not get to your songs today, y'all. It was just, we will have all day Friday to do that, okay? Long stream Friday as usual. It's gonna be a long, probably 4 to 6 hour stream, maybe 8 even, and it's gonna be primarily feedback. So thanks for the lesson, Professor. That's so hilarious. Bob Ross, yo, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I heard he was kind of a dickhead to the ladies, though. There's some stuff about him that ruined my vision of Bob Ross. I was like, fuck, no. Him too? All right, who can we fucking raid? Let's see if I don't think I'm going to be raiding out. Do I have time? Paleontology. wow, paleontologizing. Paleontologizing. That's a cool stream. Talks about dinosaurs. Yeah. I think we're gonna just bounce out of here. All right. Yeah, I think we're just gonna bounce. Not seeing anybody to raid right now. F.R. Kelly, but man, that Natuni, oh my god, Natuiona anthem rendition is peak. The Dino Dude. Oh, you guys know about the Dino Dude? You guys know about paleontologizing? You do. Anyways, y'all, I would raid out, but we're just gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys either surprise tonight, tomorrow, but definitely Friday, 9 a.m. around 9 a.m. for our Feedback Friday end of the week special. And keep in mind, we still got a lot of ideas going forward, including Clue with Karen. So keep it up, keep staying tuned. I'm talking